Oh, I'm back. Day 78. I honestly don't remember what happened last. Yeah, I found someone's body. That's what happened. Everyone's over in the cafeteria, but they weren't saying much, just silently eating their food. Good morning, Takumi. Morning. Sure is quiet in here. Talk about an unpleasant morning. Everyone's acting like we just slept awake. We kind of did. You seem the same as ever, though. Well, it's no use crying over spilled milk. We need to eat and keep our stamina up so we can stay alive. Sister Dearest, eat up. Do you want more seafood, banana waffles? I'm full, thanks. Talk to me, would you like something to eat? Nah, I don't have much of an appetite. I appreciate the offer, though. Didn't you say you liked frog? I'd whipped up something up if you had any. Frog parfait, frog sandwich, even just a whole frog would be good. Please don't make me think about those horrible dishes this early in the morning. I don't know, I like it. Eating gory food like that would be fun. Why is that gory? I guess if you eat a whole frog without like cooking it or anything, then yeah, it would be kind of gory. Forget that crazy stuff. I still just eat normal frog. That's the gory shit. This craving again? Huh? Well, I'm curious, that's all. I'd offer to get you all the frogs you can eat, but you know, there's a freaking murder on the loose. I'm so scared I can't even sleep right anymore. And I have to accompany the poor Jumanji Sword whenever she needs to use facilities. What is that sword even doing in the bathroom? I thought she didn't want to take it to the bathroom. That was like a whole thing for her. Well, I'm all done eating, so I'm ready when you are. Oh, sorry, I'm almost done. Science today, we'd be spending our days in groups. Today, I was in group with Darumi, Ima, and Kaku. So, what do we do now? I want to make dynamite so I can throw at the invaders. No way, it doesn't actually blow up the whole school. But then the killer might die too. Although I guess we wouldn't be around to find out. That's not how I want the story to end. If we're gonna make something, let's choose something else. An ending where we all explode and die sounds pretty happy to me. It's so hard to live with an unconventional perspective in the sword. We made sure we were ready, then we split up to get to work. My group headed to the metal shop to try and make some kind of weapon just in case we needed it. Free time? Oh. I know we say you want to make a weapon, but what kind? We're not gonna be able to make anything too impressive. How about a trap for the killer? We can lay on super sticky tape. A fly trap for murderers? You're a visionary, Sister Dearest. 10 out of 10. Are we actually gonna do this? I help you so much so we can make a bunch. We want to make something too. Is there anything that would let me cheat? Cheat? What do you mean cheat? What do you mean cheat? Okay, what am I gonna make? I looked at the clock, it was 2 in the afternoon. I had plenty of time. Maybe I'll check out Weapons book. I grabbed a few books, sat down, started flipping through the pages. Where'd everyone go? Huh? Suddenly, I couldn't sense anyone in the room with me. I looked around and sure enough, there was nobody there. Huh? Where'd everyone go? The clock read 3:30 p.m. Did you fucking fall asleep reading? I guess I was so absorbed in my books I didn't notice. I wish they'd say something if they were gonna leave. As I told them we need to travel in groups for safety too. I had to go back to Ima and Kaku, but just as I stood up to leave... Takumi? What are you doing here? What are you talking about? Where'd you guys go anyway? What? It's on in jeopardy for me? I'm too dumb to keep up. What the fuck's happening? What? I don't understand either. Detective Kaku, now's your chance to shine. What? Takumi underwent mitosis? What are you talking about? Stop talking about me like I'm some kind of amoeba. I've been here the whole time. I doubt it. We just saw you going up the stairs. What? Is this some kind of joke? Did the shock of the killer reappear and scramble your brain? The killer? Don't tell me they showed up again. Are you being serious right now? We just talked about this. So what, I have a double or something going on around the school? Was I right that I was the killer, but I'm also not the killer? What the fuck are you talking about? Huh? While you were gone, there was a huge commotion because the killer showed up again. We tried to catch them, but they got away. Everyone's still searching as we speak. We literally just talked to you. You don't remember? You told us you were in danger because the killer was around again, and then you went off on your own. While I was gone, just talk to me. Went off on my own? None of it made any sense. I was so confused I couldn't even speak. He's broken, just like my dad. Just like my dad. Once people lose their minds, they start lying. They forget about everything. That doesn't suit their narrative. Yeah, there's a lot of people that don't like that. Like, some 1 million. Let's say, for the sake of the argument, you could instantly teleport somewhere. How could you forget about the killer? Wait, seriously? What are you saying? Explain it like I'm 5. Explain it like I'm 5. That's the secret of writing, folks. At least from my side, I can tell. In order to write a good story, you need to explain everything as if every single reader is 5 and stupid. Oh, even after they explained it again, there was no new information. They just repeated the exact same story. Yeah, that was fucking awful at this. I couldn't make heads or tails of it. It was like I was having some kind of illogical nightmare.
Huh?
Mr. Sumino, you must be tired. That's not surprising. You haven't been looking so good lately. We're going to keep searching as a group, but don't push yourself too much, okay? Fucking, so they saw me, folks out there. I'm guessing when I went to read, at some point I got possessed. I'm still thinking about this whole, like, absorbing Ato team animal. It's like he's possessing my body or something. So I'm guessing what I thought to read, he possessed my body, did whatever, and he was actually talking to them. And then when he was done doing whatever, he brought me back here, so I quote-unquote wouldn't suspect anything. That's my theory of what's happening. Which is kind of frightening if that's true, because then when he's possessed, he's acting so much like Takumi that like no one else can actually tell us the difference. What the hell is going on? Is everyone losing their minds? Am I losing my mind? Yes, I think you are. In the end, I joined the search for the killer even though I didn't fully understand what was going on. We never found them, and the day came to an anticlimactic end. My issue with that theory is like fucking my issue with that theory is Nozomi and Kurara. So I just woke up, so I'm like out of it. Kurara, they both was face to face with the killer alongside myself, which means there's another entity that we can both see. At least that's my thought process. There's another entity that we were both seeing. So like, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me that Takumi is the killer in that instance. The only thing that adds credence is the fact that this other entity won't attack Takumi. So I'm thinking either there's two killers here working together and the other killer is Takumi, or all these events that are happening, it's like all these events that's happening, it's like Takumi's body trying to kill these people, trying to kill Kurara and everyone, and we are thinking that we are there in front of them. Takumi's like normal half is there in front of them trying to resist the killer and trying to escape. But it's all like a hallucination, he's not actually there. That's the only thing I could think of, but then the whole thing of Nozomi jumping out the window and all that doesn't make sense anymore. And her like still being alive and playing along with this idea that I'm not the killer that I supposedly am. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. Unless it's just all a dream or something. I woke after suddenly experiencing a strange sensation. It was too early to get up, but I did anyway, still in the sleepy days. Something's not right. Wait, what? Hold on, wait, what? Wait. I just noticed that, like, right after my rant, I looked over. It's day 80. When did 2 days pass? I'm editing, I'm realizing now, they showed the number on day 80, but when Takumi went to read the book in the mail shop, it went to day 79. I didn't even notice. They didn't show the numbers. What? But with the indescribable feeling, I quietly pushed aside the fabric partition that left my sleeping area. Like, there were 2 days passed. It was 78, was it not? I could hear everyone else breathing in their sleep at first glance. Nothing seemed off, but it hit me as I looked around. This smell. The horrible smell of something burning perked up the inside of my nose, then white clouds of smoke drifted by me. I quickly ran towards the smell. Flames were billowing vigorously from the vaulting box in the gym? Fire! What? Everyone, fire! Run! I yelled at the top of my lungs and desperately ran around the gym, shaking everyone awake. The fire was spreading to the nearby mats, growing in intensity. We need to get out of here or we'll get burned alive.
Fire detected. Fire detected.
I was about to say, since when
fire has been detected in the gym. Deploying fire shutters.
I was like, is there no, like, fire warning or anything?
Please evacuate immediately.
Fire alarm, that's what I'm thinking of. Fire! Huh? What? Fire? Are we gonna explain why we missed 2 days? So pretty. I love when everything is miserable and hopeless like this. Everything's burning, we're all gonna die. I'm so shocked by the days. Did it come up and I just forgot about it? Then I ran? I feel like it didn't. Calm down. When things are stressful, you must take deep breaths. Carbon monoxide, inhalation, I can't speak. I cannot speak. Carbon monoxide inhalation will just kill us faster. Huh? Inhaling carbon monoxide is what you're trying to say. Since it is, you had to run. I'll kill you on my back, quick. I can't run on my own. You tried to get out too, but dearest. Everyone seems to be awake, but now they're all starting to panic. I can't find a fire extinguisher. We're just gonna have to abandon the gym. So we're gonna lose our sleeping rest then. Damn it, the smoke's turning black. Everybody, get outside now. This guy frantically ran out of the gym. The flames, like an incandescent orange beast, consumed the gym before our eyes. It was soon enveloped entirely in fire and black smoke. Who was on watch while he was asleep? Should be safe out here. I ran at top speed out of the gym, found myself in the hallway on the second floor. I was thankful to be alive since I got out before the flames spread, but I couldn't believe this was happening. Everybody managed to get out in time, right? I started to head back when... Oh, I thought I heard someone. A wild tiger beast appeared. Found me, thank goodness. It seems like you got okay. Hey, someone must have started a fire, you know? What? The vaulting box was burning, right? No way that happened spontaneously. Was it the killer? Was it? That's not possible. More importantly, we need to get out here. But the day before yesterday, saw an eerie metallic sound echoing from down the hall. The day before yesterday. That's not possible. More important, we need to get out of here. But the day before yesterday. What does that mean? The sound, it's the killer. Oh my god, for real? Talking about a real pool. There was even a special animation. Damn it, why now? Damn it, get out here, run! Huh? We're not gonna fight them? I bet they dropped tons of XP. We're not ready. We can't take them on by ourselves. I'll distract them. You get out of here. Okay, resurrection. Huh? Like left or right, I have no idea. That's probably the scariest thing about this. I'm like, I don't know which direction they're gonna spawn from. Go though, let me get out of here. Takumi, you've been a hero. And she's gone. Don't fight this way, I have to find that direction. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was gonna spawn that way. Okay. Like, I know she ran that direction, of course, I was to distract and all that, but then it was like, I still don't know where he's gonna come from. So, like, this right here, is this, like, not actually, is this actually not happening? Because I'm pretty sure if my theory is correct, which I don't know how it could be, I'm gonna go up here, confront the killer, black out, then I'm going to wake back up, and the room is dead. And I'm just gonna be supposed to believe the killer cornered me, and then did nothing, went over and found the room and killed her. And I'm just like, if that happens, I have to be the killer. But like, how does that make sense? We both ran from the killer just now. Did I lose him? Well, I'm pursued by the killer, I fled to the roof. There were no signs of them giving chase anymore. I allowed a sigh of relief and slumped down. My legs feel like gelatin, but more importantly, I wonder if the others are okay. First at fire, now the killer. I was worried about how my friends are holding up. Maybe I should head back right away, but what if the killer is waiting for me? I guess I should just hunker down till morning. Everyone please stay safe. Praying as I quietly slipped into my room, I stilled my breathing and attempt to blend into the darkness. Morning, when I drift off. Huh? How is it? It was night on day 80? I drifted off in my room till morning and it's still day 8? What's happening? What's happening? I realized I'd fallen asleep, curled up in the corner of my room. I had to find everybody. I wanted to see what happened to the gym. I quickly stood up and bolted out of the room. When I arrived at the gym, the stench of the fire was still in the air. I opened up the soot-stained fire shutters and was confronted by a grim transformation.
This is horrible.
The fire had been put out relatively quickly thanks to the automatic fire suppression system, but everywhere I looked, the place was burnt badly. Badly burnt, sorry. I arrived at the backwards. Blackened to the point that it was unrecognizable. If I hadn't noticed what I did, I'm sure we all would have died. That terrifying thought sent a shiver running down my spine.
But why did the fire start at the vaulting box? Tarumi's right. Somebody had to have said that. If the killer did it, then when?
It's just like, who was on watch that night? Because I was asleep apparently, so who else was on watch? I was deep in thought when...
Takumi! I finally found you!
Tsubasa! Thank goodness you're alright. I was just about to go looking for everybody.
Come with me, I'll explain later.
Huh? Did something happen?
Tarumi's dead. Tsubasa didn't say anything else. I followed her as directed until we arrived at the leisure lounge. Yep, Tarumi's dead. Fuck me. When I entered the leisure lounge, everyone was standing in a line, the atmosphere grim. Nobody was smiling, they were just staring silently at the pool. I was ready to tell them how relieved I was to see that everyone's okay, but words escaped me once I saw what everyone was looking at. Jack killed in the pool? It was a body floating face down in bright red water. It's covered in slashes, the flesh split open with deep wounds.
Taru? Me?
We just found her. We were going to take her to the Revive-O-Matic, but...
I was about to say, she's face down, I can't tell if she has the same face marks. She does. Right there in the corner, you can see the face marks. Fucking, what is that doing to people?
She's in water and she's lost too much blood. We won't be able to bring her back.
What's her being in water to do with anything? I noticed the life sign count has gone down in the morning, so we all went looking for you two. You managed to meet up after you ran out of the gym, but Darumi and you were the only ones missing. That's right, Darumi was resting until a few hours ago. But the killer showed up and I told her to run somewhere safe, so how? Calm down, Darumi. What happens after the fire? Well, I feel like at this point, we should lock up Takumi. Like, we'll 100% lock him up. Every single time someone dies, he is nearby. He's the last one to see them, and then they lose each other, and then they end up dead. I don't know why no one picked up, like, yeah, you're probably the killer, lock you up. That was my immediate thought. And if he dies, well, that's just unfortunate that he was completely innocent, and like 3 times in a row, he's alone with someone, and they end up dying. Like, I'm just saying. I desperately tried to keep from panicking as I explained what happened. Everyone listened in silence, each of them faces wearing a different expression. Oh, I understand. You and Darumi ran to the killer, then split up in an attempt to escape. Yeah, the killer was chasing me. Darumi was going to use that opportunity to hide. Hey, Takumi, you're not the one behind all this, are you? That's all I'm saying. Yes, Kaku, thank you for thinking about it. You're the one behind all this, are you? Huh? Excuse me? Of course I'm not. But both Kurawa and Darumi got killed while they were alone with you. Are you pinning it on some crazy killer when it was actually you all along? Stop, Gaku. You can't point fingers like this without proof. Well, it happened twice.
Oh!
I understand how you feel. So you looked so hard for this killer and haven't found so much as a single clue. Like fucking Actually, no, not even twice. It happened 3 times. 3 times when you were alone to talk to me, you get attacked by the killer. The only person that's still alive after all that would be Hiroko, who won't say anything, and Nozomi, who I guess doesn't remember much. I don't remember if she's not been acting weird, but it's only those 2. Those 2 that survived. Every other person alone to talk to me is when the killer showed up. So there's some connection here. Don't tell me you think it was me too. It was either you or you're causing it somehow. No, since it is, and I can prove your alibi after all. Oh, how's that? Actually, we saw the killer too. Wait, really? Okay, well, there goes my there goes my theory. Right out the gate, it's gone now. After we put the gym, we were walking down the hall together. Then he heard the sound of a power saw. We hid in a nearby classroom. Then we peeked outside and saw Takumi and Ruby running from the killer. I wanted to go help them, but my brother Dearest stopped me. I just realized I read that as brother Dearest, and that's not what it said. My dear sister twisted her ankle while we were running from the fire, so we decided to stay hidden. Sorry. No, I get it. It happened after that. After some time passed, we left the classroom and met up with everyone else. And then Tsubasa noticed the light sign count had gone down by 1. The lights read 10 instead of 11, and you 2 were the only ones not with us. So we panicked, split up to go looking for you. This was my first time hearing that the twins saw the killer too. Terribly sorry, we just never had a moment to tell you. The point is, let's assume this alibi checks out. Fucking what was my alibi? I guess the alibi is that I running from the killer with the Rumi. That's the alibi, right? But if it's not me being possessed by the killer, and that I was obviously seeing it, I can only think that we're connected, or like subconsciously working with the killer. Like that's the only thing I can think of. Thanks, I appreciate you vouching for me. Yeah, Gaku's correct to not like Takumi right here. I suspect him too. I don't trust it either. But I'm afraid that Gaku is gonna die next. If Gaku is the next person to die, 1,000,000% Takumi's in on it, right? Like the moment he suspects Takumi and he dies, if he's next, it has to be me. It has to be. So Takumi isn't the culprit. How wonderful. Our problems are solved. No, they're not. Kiyoshika, the real killer is still out there. Egad, she's right. The organic life detector is still reading 1 too many people. They have to be behind somewhere in the school. I can't take this anymore. They're just killing us off, and there's nothing you can do about it. This blows. Stop yelling. I've been trying to put on a brave face too, but I can't do this anymore. I feel like I'm going insane. Ooh, what do we do? Holy Jumanji Sword, I'm scared of the killer. Get a hold of yourself. Defeated test attitudes are contagious. But we keep losing people. It's too much. Everyone's reaching their limit, understandably so. Maybe I'm going crazy too. The dam was starting to burst with all the terror we are feeling. It made sense in a situation like this, normalcy would be out in place. Let's get the Rumi out there. We need to put her in the morgue. Why are we putting them in the morgue and not burying them? I think before we said we weren't going to do that because it took too much time, but we obviously have more time now. We took the body to the morgue, something we've unfortunately gotten good at doing quickly. Nobody cried anymore. Maybe we were all out of tears. We just ran about it like it was a task on a checklist, our hearts breaking the entire time. We decided we'd sleep together in the rec room from that day onwards. Before we knew it, it was nighttime. We fell asleep huddled together. I was still holding my breath out, fear the killer might come for us. I still do not remember the transition from day 78 to day 80. Like, it just skipped for some reason. I feel like I'm gonna go back at this and then see it and just be crazy. As I woke up to the morning announcement, a dull pain shot through my back. My whole body hurt so much. Like, our bedding burned up in the bed, so I slept here like last night with nothing but a blanket. Then fucking put the blanket on the floor and find something else put there and make a makeshift bed. Sometimes I find that bed than the bed sometimes. I looked around and saw that everyone else is starting to wake up too. Morning. I had a bad dream. Me too. I dreamed I ate a loaf of sponge because I thought it was like big croquet. Even my dreams, I'm white and luck. I had a dream that the Holy Jumanji sword turned into some kind of cannon. What's it called? Neo's Stormgomar? Arm. Neo Strong. Jet Claw and Arm Cycle. What are you referencing? Everyone seems to have calmed down overnight, but their exhaustion was palpable. They were probably barely keeping it together. We're not going to get any quality sleep huddled together like this. It's just making us more tired. We need to do something about the bedding. Make a proper set to get the max today. Oh, okay. Go to the gym. I want to look at the cost of the fire. Then I'll go with you. If we could get 2 more people to join us. Me. I want to go. Investigations of our team legwork. If my dear sister's going, then so am I. Yeah, if one you go, the other does. Okay, then we'll go look at the gym. If the rest of you don't mind setting things up here. Yeah, of course. We've got this. After eating, we split into 2 groups and set out our tasks. Inside the gym, the stench of the fire still filled the air. We had held our noises to avoid breathing it in.
Whoa! Everything is burnt to a crisp, including all our stuff.
I don't think I've talked this before. I thought about it the other day. The voice acting in this game is really good, considering that most of the voices are voice actors are entirely new to this, and that's just absurd to me how good the voice acting is.
This is obvious, but the fire originated from the vaulting box, which is the place most damaged.
Okay, maybe not that line though.
These scorch marks, they're not natural. I have to assume someone did this intentionally.
Intentionally? How?
Here, look. I knew it.
She must have picked up something square-shaped out of the burnt wreckage.
It's burnt, so there are no identifying marks on it. But this is probably a timed incendiary device. It was inside the vaulting box.
An incendiary device?
The killer planted it in advance and started the fire while we were sleeping.
Exactly. The reason the fire was so intense is because they'd loaded it with fuel.
But when did they have time to plant it? Was it there for a while?
I'm not sure.
What?
Sister dearest? What is it?
Oh, I was just thinking.
Are your master detective senses tingling? You must tell me!
It's not exactly clear to me yet, so I'll tell you later.
For now, let's sweep the gym. We might find something.
Roger that.
We didn't find any additional clues, however. Deep inside the pouch of the Ashen Cinder, I found the diary I discovered in the library. That's really the only thing that survived, completely intact. Miraculously, it wasn't even singed. Bullshit. This diary doesn't exist. This diary does not exist. I'm like imagining it existed right now, am I? I've forgotten all about it since I assumed it was a work of fiction. I decided to bring it with me anyway. And so, day 81 passed in no time at all. Oh, they got like little chairs now. Huh, I got some good shut-eye last night. Thanks to the new bedding, I woke up refreshed this morning. Were those chairs there this whole time? I feel like they were, but I also feel like they weren't. Once I washed up, I go to the cafeteria. We were all sitting at the dining table with the numbers decreased yet again. The cafeteria was unnaturally silent. There's only 9 of us now. And there wasn't even time to mourn the past anymore. The only thing on my mind was getting through the one day at a time. Mr. Sumino, what are your plans for the day? Well, maybe I'll try to make a trap with the killer or some kind of weapon. I read all those books the other day and don't have anything to show for it. Takumi, you already started making something in the metal shop. Fucking what is happening? Huh? What are you talking about? When the 4 of us went to the metal shop together, don't you remember? I only remembered yesterday after my dear sister mentioned it. Playing dumb won't get you anywhere. In the hands of the famed detective Kako Sumino, your secrets will all be laid bare. Wait a minute. Hold on. What are you talking about? You sure you don't have me mixed up with someone else? The 4 of us had gone to the metal shop on day 78. That much was true. I've been pursuing reference books in search of something to make, and then suddenly found myself all alone. Even the others reappeared just suddenly, and they told me the killer had been spotted, so in the end I never got to make anything. Sorry, but I really don't know what you're talking about. I never made anything. As spoke firmly and clearly, Imo and Kaku exchanged mystified looks. This message received. Maybe we misunderstood something?
Huh.
We'll be taking off, if you don't mind. Since the Darius and I have something we need to do today. Yeah, they suspect me. Fucking what is happening of you? Hey, wait. After arbitrarily deciding that our conversation was over, the two of them left the cafeteria. Seriously, what was that about? Don't think of it. When that happened, they were all saying all kinds of nonsense about me instantly teleporting and the like. Do they suspect me? But they can't be. They were the ones who backed up my alibi. Everyone's jumping at the shadows because of the killer, not what you want to see. After laying out heavy side, I gathered myself and decided to get to work. Today I'm with Yakubu and Kiyoshika. There we go.
Remember my ambition to be a doctor I mentioned before?
Yeah.
There's actually something else I want from my future. I want children.
Same.
I don't dislike them after all. And besides, excellent genes like mine deserve to be passed on. Marriage is not part of the plan. I wouldn't mind having multiple partners. The problem is actually raising the children. I cannot simply entrust them to babysitters all the time. Takumi, you love taking care of people. Let me know if you ever decide being a stay-at-home parent sounds like something you would want to do. I'd be willing to make you one of my partners. But be aware, it will not be an easy task. I intend to give birth to as many children as possible.
Oh shit. One ending. I'm down. Fuck yeah, I'm down for that.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack.
We survived another day. The lifetime reading was still 10. Was the killer hiding somewhere? I've been thinking more about the killer than our war with the invaders as of late. I mean, this is definitely a more pressing issue. But who could blame me? I was on edge 24/7, worrying about when the killer might show up next. I guess I'll sleep until it's time to go on the lookout. The evening passed without incident, and the new morning was soon upon us.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 83rd day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy!
Okay, what do I do today? Good morning, Mr. Sumino. Do you have your plans figured out for today? No, I was just thinking about what I should do. How about you? I was hoping to run some tests on the prototype killer trap I made with my dear brother. Oh, you mean the murder fly trap tape you guys were thinking about before?
Hey!
But of course, it's an outstanding development created by the brother and sister. Sister Darius, you should get a Nobel Prize. So they really made it. When did they pull that off anyway? During the gaps in my memory, apparently. We're hoping you can help us, Takumi. We want to test its durability. I don't mind, but... that settles it then. Then the three of us will team up today. Sounds like they're gonna trap me in it. I don't know why. At Imo Kaku's request, the three of us end up working together in the afternoon. When he arrived in the metal shop, Imo and Kaku immediately pulled out the prototype trap. They quickly laid a large adhesive shield out on the floor. The construction is very simple, but it might be able to catch them at night or in places of low visibility. Isn't it dangerous to have this just lying around? Whatever X-ray snags one of us. That's the problem. We want to see for ourselves, so we're going to have you pretend to be the killer. Me? The killer? This is going to be covered in glue, isn't it? We have other sheets with different viscosities of adhesive that we made in the biolab. We'll go get them, so wait here a second if you don't mind. I'll come with you. Just stay and look after the sheet here, Mr. Sumino. We won't want anyone to get stuck in it. We'll be right back, so please keep an eye on it. Okay, but that the two of them left the mail shop. Keep an eye on it. There's not much to see here. I yawned and looked around absently. As I did, my eyes just happened to land on the locker. The Parasol suit should still have been inside that locker, but now it stood empty. I had set the combination to 6914. I wrote that down. I chose a number to represent the 14 of us in the 69 remaining days we had to try and survive. Jesus Christ, that's a little while now.
Only 9 of us left.
Those thoughts involuntarily rose to the surface. I stood and stared at the locker, expressionless. Hold up, what day was it? No. Hold on. What day was it? Okay, no. Okay, no. I'm the one slipping up. Okay, it's on day 83. I saw it go black, it came back up to 83, and for some reason I just thought the day passed again. Okay, no, I'm the one going crazy. Okay, never mind. It suddenly hit me that Ema and Kaku had been gone for quite a while. This is taking too long. What happened to those two? Maybe they had some kind of trouble that was slowing them down? They said they were going to the bio lab, right? I'll go check. Are they dead? When I opened the door to the bio lab, there was no sign of anyone inside. Where are Ema and Kaku? I was just about to ask where they'd gone when I stopped in my tracks. An unpleasant stench pricked my nose. Don't tell me. With an honest feeling, I quietly stepped further into the bio lab to find... Oh. Shit. The dead bodies played out before me with Daphne, Ema, and Kaku. They even died together. And again, the weird face marks. The two of them were huddled together in a sea of red blood, their bodies covered in slashes. I had to avoid them. I reached out to grab the twins' bodies, but I couldn't get a grip on them. The blood kept making my hand slip. I can't. I need to get someone else. My mind was strangely calm given the horrific scene of despair. In the back of my mind, I already knew the truth. They'd lost all their cryptoglobin. There was no saving them. I can only remember fragments of what happened after that. I went to get everyone else, trying not to slip in the blood. Everyone was shocked to see their friends covered in so much blood. There was a lot of screaming. And again, they were alone to talk to me, ran off, and then they died. No, Ema and Kaku. More casualties. How shameful that I couldn't save them. Not again. Why is this happening? Talk to me. I thought you were with them. How did this happen, man? Letting him won't do us any good. We just need to try and come up with a way to prevent further harm. It's pointless. We're not gonna come up with jack, dude. We're just stuck here waiting to get murked. Damn it! Kaku, stop hitting stuff won't solve anything. Let's get them to the morgue. I can't bear to see them like this any longer. I just sat back and watched my distraught friends in silence. I wasn't the only one though. Hiyoko did the same.
Hetty, you never know when. Well then.
Hiyoko needs to fess up, man. She's hiding something very important that we need to know about. Another day gone. We brought Ema and Kaku's bodies to the morgue, and before we knew it, it was night. Maybe it was the weather exhaustion, but everyone went to sleep before the nighttime announcement. Time for me to stand watch. I changed into my class armor, grabbed a blanket and weapon to defend myself, and then headed for my post. Huh? Are you on lookout tonight, Hiyoko?
Oh?
I'm standing in for Ema. Oh, sorry, that was insensitive of me. Chip and I sat beside each other in silence. Maybe this was the best chance to ask her what she had wanted to tell me that time she asked me to meet with her, but tonight I wanted to just walk in silence while I had the chance.
Oh?
Are you scared? Not again. Hiyoko was the first to break the silence. Everyone's terrified, worried that they're going to be next to die. Yeah, I'm scared. Not dying though, everyone else getting killed. I came back to the past where we do everything to save everyone, and now this is happening. What am I supposed to do? If I died, maybe I'd be free from this nightmare. That doesn't sound so bad. Talk to me. Sorry, that was awful. Saying stuff like that isn't going to help anyone's anxiety.
You don't have to put on a brave face. I'm the only one here.
Yuriko, thanks. That's nice of you.
What? That was oddly comforting. I love everything I've been keeping locked up deep inside, as if I was talking to myself. My anxiety, my sadness, my rage. Yuriko listened to all the feelings I've been keeping to myself in silence. The night went by slowly and quietly. And she still didn't say anything. Why?
Get ready, prepared, be ready to give your...
Wait, what? Play around or rest? Why is that use of time? Hold on. I saw the clock on here. I was like, oh, can I see what the beds are they'll be on? And I went to the dartboard and like, yeah, I could rest. I guess I'll sleep on the bed. Just play around. Maybe this isn't the perfect time, but I decided to take a break and have some fun. Got 500 BP. Wow. Interesting. Why can't I do that now? Before it was like you just keep using it and get like random amounts of BP. Now you can spend a day and get 500 from it? Okay. No changes today, I guess. The life sign total is still 8. We haven't found the killer yet. We're all wondering how long this standstill would continue. Little did we know a change was coming soon. Okay, still foreshadowing. Day 85. Oh yeah, I just realized that Gaku was not the next to die. It was Ima and Kanko. Okay. Everyone's already up. I should go for breakfast.
Huh?
I am in the cafeteria, but there was nothing I want to eat. I should have been hungry, but even with food in front of me, I couldn't work up the appetite. I guess I'll just have to force down some pudding or something. I stood up to do exactly that, only to find Kyoshika standing in front of the refrigerator with a dumbfounded look on her face. Are you okay? What's up, Kyoshika? You look like you're deep in dark, like a deer caught in headlights. My beans are gone. Huh? My red beans, I put them in the container, but they're completely vanished. I was so looking forward to make sweet bean paste. Did you say something about a deer? Did the deer eat my beans? Calm down. You'll be surprised how often it turns out what you're looking for is just hiding behind something else. I peered into the fridge, but there's nothing inside. Every bit of food that had been stored in the fridge up until a few days ago was now missing. Hey, the food's all gone. Fucking, that's more important to say. Hello? Huh? How? We're completely stocked up. Did someone hunky little rascal sneak in for a midnight snack? Don't look at me. I didn't do it. Not this time, anyway. Then who? Nobody would do this except you, Gaku. Well, no faith in me at all, huh? That would mean the culprit is someone not here of us. What's the current life sign count? 8. Don't tell me. The deer flashed its headlights into the fridge and took my special beans. Kyoshika, not now. Okay, Kyoshika, let's be quiet for a second, okay? So the killer stole our food. We failed to consider that the killer is hiding in the school. They need to procure food. Maybe if we stay on the lookout here, we'll be able to catch the killer the next time they come to the cafeteria. Nice idea. No reason to be scared if we can all jump on them together. Let's do it. You know, that's a good point. I never thought about that. That they had to eat. I don't know if it'd be that easy, but it seems worth a shot. Then let's all stake out tonight with our weapons. How about it's a company? Yeah, we better act fast. Let's do it right before after midnight. Then I'll put some of the food up from the pantry in the refrigerator as bait. We have a pantry? Everyone was excited, finally seeing a ray of hope. With weapons in hand, we waited for midnight. And finally, it was time. Time for what? Day 86. Okay, everyone's in position. We are split into 2 groups, both hiding in the cafeteria. I was muffling my breathing, hiding under the table of Tsubasa and Hiroko. Who knows how much time passed, all without anything happening. Maybe they won't come tonight. I was trying to hold back a yawn when... What was that? We looked at one another as the sound suddenly echoed in the cafeteria. Over there. I looked as the boss was pointing, and sure enough, there was a figure in front of the fridge. They opened the fridge door and began to fervently scavenge for food. That's the killer. They weren't wearing their usual black suit, maybe because they were only out for food. They were so focused on the food, they didn't seem to notice us at all. Now's our chance. I glanced at Yakubu's team and see an OK signal in return. I waited for the perfect time and then gave the signal. Go! Who the fuck? We caught you, murderous blackguard. Yield! Ouch! Ouch! Let me go! Don't let him get away. Hold him down. We all pinned them down and they resisted furiously. They didn't seem to have the power saw on them, which made things a lot easier. I'll turn on the lights. Who is that? I was gonna say, is this like Nigo? Like, no, this doesn't sound like him. I'll turn on the lights. Motherfucker! Gaku and Darumi brought the fucking, that's right. They definitely brought the thing back with them. That's what's caused that. Fucking hell.
Huh?
Why is there a alarm going off of them? What? After a while, they took in an unexpected appearance of the killer.
An invader? What are you doing here?
What are you carrying?
Please! Do not kill me! Please!
Oh. Ew, hold on. I'm looking at his appearance goes up like this, and like, under those 4 bars on his chest, that looks like a mouth. I was like thinking that's like a bell or something, but I think that's where it'll speak from, right?
Enough of your nonsense. We shall avenge our fallen comrades.
Hold on. That thing has a weird device on it.
Yeah.
She's right. What's that?
Wait, do you not recognize this?
Wait, don't touch it.
No! If you remove that!
What is that? The moment Gaku removed the device, we began to hear a strange electronic sound. What's that sound? It's coming from inside the invader? Oh shit! Everyone, stand back! Suddenly, Hiyoko took off at full speed, heading outside the invader in her grasp. What? Wait, Hiyoko! Hiyoko! Confused, we chased after Hiyoko until we end up in the schoolyard.
Ha!
The moment she set foot in the schoolyard, Hiyoko flung the invader with all her might up into the night sky. The very next moment,
Holy crap, it exploded!
The invader soared into the sky and blew up spectacularly, disintegrating into ash and dead trees.
Oh.
Just in time. Whew. Hiyoko let out a sigh of relief as she sucked bits of the invader, raining from the sky out of the way. What the fuck was that? What just happened? It was also sudden, I can't make any sense of it. I got a bad feeling when I heard that sound. Looks like I was right. Wow, your instincts really say this, Hiyoko. Thank you. Oh, it's nothing. More importantly, Tsubasa, what's that organic life count? Oh, right, it's 7 now. That thing was our 1 extra. An invader snuck inside. I guarantee, this is the thing that the Gaku and Darumi caught. I completely forgot about that. So that was what the extra... Fuck. So I was like, so that was what the extra life count was. But if that was the extra life count, that wasn't the murderer. Which means my theory before could still be correct, that it actually is Eito that's like still alive but not dead. Or that like one of the people that are killed is like they're dead but still coming back to life. Fuck, it's been a while. I made that theory on the spot during one of these episodes, and I can't really remember the details of that theory. I just remember having a theory about something and then being like, when she shows the life total count, if it says like more than like the amount that we have here, then that theory is gone. Like that theory is not correct. But if that thing is not, if that thing is gone, that means that theory is probably correct, or it's still like plausible. I just don't fucking remember what it is anymore. I can't remember the details of it. It's 7 now. That thing was on 1 extra. No freaking way. We did it? The killer's gone? It's been a long road, Hori Jumanji Sword. Now you can finally say your revenge on murderous comrades. Is it really over? Despite everyone else's joy, something was bothering me. Kagami, what's wrong? What's this a bite to be ripped off its back? This feels a little too convenient for me. Was that thing really the killer? Now that you mentioned it, the person in the black suit and that invader are totally different shapes and sizes. Yeah, fucking Hyoko grabbed that thing in like one hand. Yeah, even without the power saw, when he grabbed that thing, it felt a lot weaker than I imagined. Didn't you think so too, Hyoko? I don't really remember.
Huh?
Oh, hold on. You mean that wasn't the killer? But the lifetime count went down to 7. That's how many of us there are now. I think it's true that the invader was being counted by the organic life detection device. The number went down when it exploded after all. That all adds up. So, what are we concluding exactly? I consider the possibility, but still, there was just no way.
That the killer might be one of us.
Huh.
So that's how it is. Wait, really? You're kidding? Don't play with me, man. You mean there's a traitor among us? Calm down. We don't know if that's true for sure. We don't know that it's not true either. I'm not sleeping with a killer. I'm going back to my room. Wait, it's dangerous to be alone. We need to stick together. Oh. My words found deaf ears. Don't anyone come into my room. If you do, I'll freaking kill you. Self-defense. I'm going to sleep in my own room tonight too. I'll take a look at the remains from the explosion. Maybe that invader really is the killer. Sorry, I don't want to doubt any of you, but we're going to have to sleep separately from now on. Oh, for the love of murder. What a headache. I hope things don't get any worse than this. Hori Jumanji Sword, you're the only one I can trust anyone. This is the only choice for now. Good night. All I could do is silently watch as everyone went off in their own rooms. 13 more days. How are we gonna make this? The time already, huh? It's been a while since the last time I spent the night in this room. After we ran separate ways last night, I couldn't sleep a wink. In the end, nothing else happened, but the vibe between all of us had changed. Maybe the killer really is one of us. Dawn into chaos with a terrifying possibility, everyone seemed content to stay holed up in their rooms. I guess I'll head to the cafeteria. There's bound to be someone there. I was hopeful, but in the end, the cafeteria was empty. What should I do today? Doesn't seem like there's going to be much teamwork. I aimlessly walked the schoolyard, looking at the sky. The blue sky filled my field of vision. The comforting breeze grazed my cheeks. And yet, the inside of my head was anything but refreshing and idyllic. It just occurred to me.
We can't keep going like this. We still have to fight the invaders.
Really? And getting cut off by you? The reason the invader exploded, the thing on his back, that's what's causing the suicide attacks when they go after the generator, I'm guessing. I was slipped down murmuring to myself, and I felt a strange presence behind me. I quickly whirled around, wanting to see something that made me doubt my eyes. Oh! Hi there! What's up, dude?
What? How?
So the alarm's just not working then. How long has the alarm been off?
You Earthlings truly do resemble us in some ways.
Okay, so we are from Earth. That confirms it. And that confirms that you are an alien.
You appear to be the commander here. Out here on your own, without any of your soldiers. Unimpressive.
So which one of us is that confirms that we are Earthlings? We're from Earth, but this confirms the planet that we're on is Earth. So are we the invaders or are you the invaders? I'm just like taking in everything that this guy's like armor. And I'm just like, why is his helmet has a red glow, like red little symbol on his right side, but everything else is purple. This This man is the commander, but how? I thought we beat them all. Who's this guy? What happened to the alarm? What was even happening? That's this complete overwhelming confusion.
No.
Takumi, get away from him!
Yeah.
Those words finally brought me back to my senses. I quickly left back. How did you get to on the premises without the alarm sounding? Alarm? What are you talking about? Don't tell me he went straight through the undying flame. He just walked through? Are you alone? Usually the commanders bring their minions. I don't like them. They go against my principles. That woman is arranged for using them in battle. That woman ordered me to destroy this place. Yuriko, quickly, go tell everyone we're under attack. Very well. No need to rush. I want to know who all of you are. Now, prepare for battle. All will be understood when we cross weapons. With that, the commander turned away and put some distance between us. But what is with this guy? He's clearly different from the others we face. Everyone quickly gathered in the schoolyard, jolted by nervous tensions upon seeing the lone commander. Let's do it, everyone. It's time for another battle. Sheesh, we have to. Takumi, give it to orders. You got it. Defensive battle initiate. So this is the direction. I don't remember his name. It started like a D and it was fucking confusing. All their names seems like the most like random ass fucked up random name generated names ever. And, like I have no idea how you even come to make a pronunciation in their names. Damn, there's so little of us now. There's so little of us. Taku, why do you stick your tongue out every time you transform?
God of the planet, hear my plea and lend me thy strength. Blood of my bond, release!
Yeah, it's good. So you're able to slit your throat with your nail that's in a glove. I don't know why that just thought was hands of mine. I don't know how you're actually doing that.
I am Daosha, paragon of warfare. I'm an old-fashioned man. I need to fight someone to understand what they're about.
Oh.
Come, take up your arms. Show me just who you really are.
The thought just occurred to me. The first commander that we fight is the same model, just different color. Does that mean I'm thinking like, what's the first commander you killed? Is it this guy's son or something? Because like that's the only thing that makes sense to me. Like all of like each invader, like they have the ability to turn into this monster, and the form passes down between invaders, like between generations. Because one of them did mention before that they had a kid. Obviously, it can't be this guy. It can't be the first commander because we killed him before that fight happens. So I was just thinking, like, is this guy like they're either brothers or it was this guy's son? I'm not fighting you again.
Not bad. As expected for the slaughterers of this planet's heroes.
Okay, so we are the invaders, invading your planet, not the other way around. But slaughterers of this planet's heroes.
Ugh! What a powerful foe! It's so hard to counter his moves.
His attacks are certainly formidable, but our attacks are hardly doing anything to him.
So we are the invaders, and you guys are like the commanders here is like the special defense unit for this planet, is what I'm guessing.
It seems like that may be his ability. That might be what got him through the wall of fire.
We can't give up now. Keep going, everyone.
Damn it! I hate work without pay. Let's make this quick.
So this is it then.
So you just why can you teleport? I get the gist of what you're all about. Huh? He de-transformed? Why? Hold on, doesn't this give us an opening? You can get him now. No, hold on. What? Dude, what's the matter? I wasn't sure why myself. I think I was overwhelmed. As a mere ordinary human, I couldn't help but be cowed by the dignified conduct of this lion of a man standing before us. I understand you now. You seem a bit different from the wicked and the cruel invaders I was told about. I want to hear it straight from the source. What are you fighting for? Why are you asking us that? Coming back from death after death to fight again. Do you live solely to fight in this war? That would make you no different from these abominable combat organisms created by that woman. Huh? So, the still small invaders we've been fighting so far are all created by Veshnius? I'm assuming that's the woman he keeps talking about. But the others aren't creating them? Are you comparing us to that cannon fodder? So that's how you refer to them too. Cannon fodder, guinea pigs, slaves, playthings. Do you consider that sense of superiority to be something like wisdom? I suppose all living creatures reach the same endpoint eventually. What are you getting at? Are you telling us this offended? If we do, we'll all be killed, won't we? I doubt Veshnius would let us live. Then shouldn't you simply accept death? Huh? Stop messing with us. We're not going to give up on life. We swore we'd all survive this. That's what pulled us out of despair. That's why we... My vision lurched. There was a loud thump. Did I just die? When I saw the great blue sky unfurled overhead, I realized what had happened to me. I've been beheaded?
Takumi!
What? The moment I heard Himiko's voice in the distance, my vision turned red. Then from red to black. My whole world was enveloped in darkness. Whoa, what? What? Did I live? Why am I the one that comes back to life? Finally, I can think again. How much time had gone by? My head ached as if it was being bludgeoned by a blunt instrument, an endlessly drawn-out agony suffocating me. And then it all suddenly eased off. Why am I the only one that's continuously coming back to life and everyone else doesn't? I can only assume it's because, like, was that the theory I made before? That, like, when people are getting killed by the killer, they're getting the human animal absorbed and then being brought back to try and, like, mask what happened. I think that was the theory. Right? And that's why they're coming back with those weird phase markings. The only reason why I'm able to come back is because I have a human animal when I die. Suddenly I was awake. I was in a familiar place in my room. That does, like, 100% confirm that it's one of us then, though. Because it's, like, I think we're the only ones that can take out the human animal, if not a commander. Takumi! Thank goodness you're awake. Are you okay? Yeah, but what's going on? What happened to me? Well, the commander suddenly lopped off your head, of course. We brought you back by way to brought back, but you weren't waking up, so we carried you back to bed. What happened to the dog shell guy? How did the battle go after that was gone? After he killed you, he just left. He said he'd be back soon. I mean, yeah, it doesn't matter if he killed you. What do you mean? I have no idea, but I can tell you what he said before he left. According to Nozomi, Daosha was the father of the Sword One commander. I was fucking right, I knew it! He was the father of the first one murdered him, but that was kind of an obvious one actually, because of the same form. He wasn't looking to avenge his son, and everyone sensed there was some friction between him and Veshnius. I see. How's everyone else doing? Because he's such a strong enemy, we realized we needed to come up with a plan or he'd be in trouble. But the others were still scared that the killer may be one of us. Everyone's so tense that we're not getting anywhere. Honestly, I think we should debate the video and brought Takumi back at all. Right. I don't know if they'll hear me out, but I'll try to get through to them. Thanks. We won't survive this if we don't cooperate. Are you scared, Nozomi? The killer might be hiding somewhere nearby. Sure, I'm scared, but I don't want to suspect my friends. I won't believe that the killer is one of us. It's easy to doubt than to trust, but we don't know anything for sure. Nozomi looks so much like Kawa to me in that moment. I'm sure Kawa will have said the same thing in a situation like this. Oh wait, Tsubasa said she has something to report to everyone. Now that you're awake, we should meet up with them on the cafeteria. Okay, let's go. So Takumi, you're awake. I was a little worried. I knew things are bad, but it's not like we know for sure you're not the killer, so... I wasn't just Gaku. I could feel the air of awkwardness hanging over everyone. But I was still happy that everyone came to see me now that I've recovered. Good, your head's back where it belongs. Somehow getting beheaded is not great. It really hurts actually. Yeah, fucking bad. You can learn to love it. Want to give it another shot? I'd be happy to help. I'll pass, thanks. More importantly, Tsubasa said she has something to report. Oh, right. I read some announcements on that thieving invader from earlier. First of all, the device that had on it was a jammer. A jammer? That's the device meant to interfere with electrical signals. Oh, that's why the alarm has been going off. It's used to scramble transmissions, radio waves, and the like. Yeah, they didn't get destroyed. Wait, no! The alarms are going off every time we've gone into a fight since that scan showed up. So it doesn't make sense. What was it jamming? Why would an invader need something like that? I tried to explain. I found a recording device in the remains of the invader. A recording device? Was there anything on it? It had everything from voice data to activity logs. I think it was forcibly implanted into the little guy to monitor it. If the Mason device is still intact, if its host was rigged to explode, you'd think that ought to be designed to automatically erase all the data. The signal from the jammer worked a little too well, and ended up partially jamming the signal on the remote detonation device. So the bomb only partially detonated. Doesn't make a bomb can't partially detonate. That's not a thing. Normally it would have been completely blown to smithereens, but the explosion was unusually diminished. I see. So that's how some parts survive. So I examined the data and learned a few things, like how long the invader had been in school.
It came here during the defensive battle on day 21.
Oh, so it's not the thing that Gaku brought.
It didn't want to fight, so it ran away from its unit and hid in the school ever since.
It was hiding here since day 21? That thing has real talent as a shinobi.
How the hell did it get past the barrier? They just wait till you finished the fight and then snuck in?
The invaders wouldn't just let it run away scot-free. Deserters are usually punished harshly. That would mean all manner of torture, punishment, and discipline, right?
What's even the difference between any of those?
Anyway, the invader exploded because the bomb used to execute deserters was activated, but the reason it managed to hide out for more than 60 days was because of that jammer.
Oh.
With that thing, it was able to avoid being tracked and blown up by Commander.
I see. So it came prepared.
But when we found it, Gaku pulled off the jammer and the bomb inside of it went off.
Then Hiruko threw it in the air, and it got blown apart.
Oh, that sucks. So that's what happened. Does that mean when we heard sounds coming from the school that one night, that was the invader too? Did we hear sounds that night? If we're talking about day 43, then definitely yes. It was on the activity log. Day 43, that's the day Moko was killed. What weird sound. Zoe and Moko came to my room and oh right, they came to Takumi's room because they heard a sound. That's a strange thing she heard. Zoe said she heard sounds coming from somewhere downstairs. Wanted to go check out what they were. So the invader was moving around the night of day 43. Then that means the killer really could have been the invader. Unfortunately, no. I checked the recorded data against the estimated times of the killings, but it doesn't line up. Oh. That's all for my report. I was hoping to find some information that might give us a clue about the killer. But now it's clear the invader was innocent, which means one of us is a freaking murderer. The mystery is solved. No, it's not. Not even close. Yelling is just a waste of energy. It's not like you're going to inspire the killer to reveal themselves. Shut up! We're all going to get killed here and you're lecturing me. Wait, hold on. Is it you? Stop it, Gaku. I'm not going to solve this by blindly pointing fingers. It's Takumi, the huntsman Takumi. I don't get how or why, but it's Takumi. So what do we do about Daksha? Well, I have to figure out something out between us. We can't just ignore him. Then we should all stay here, right? The killer can't strike if we're all together. Let's do that. Any objections, Gaku? The killer has struck every single time you guys are all together because he keeps splitting off. Whatever, fine. After that, we discussed strategies for battling Daksha. But the mood was so horrible we couldn't even begin to decide what to do. In the end, the day ended with no real progress made. Day 89? What the fuck? I forgot what day it was. 88, so 89, yeah. I'm so tired. With a sigh, I flopped onto bed. My head hurts. It's something stopping, must be the stress. First the killer, now Daksha. There's so much I need to think about, but I don't want to think about anything anymore. My entire body was exhausted. I couldn't even bring myself to move. Gradually, my eyelids grew heavy, and I fell asleep. Just before I fully gave in to sleep, I could have sworn I saw a flicker flame out of the corner of my eye. A flickering flame? What? Is that like referencing something? Who is here this late at night? Partially I sat in bed and waited to see what happened next. It rang again. Maybe it's an emergency? Something might have happened, but I should keep my guard up. Just in case, I have my infuser behind my back to open the door. I really cracked it open to find... Tsubasa, what's up? Sorry, I know it's late. I probably woke you up. Don't worry about it. Did something happen? Well, actually, I've been analyzing the remains of that invader for a while now, and I think something is missing. Judging from the shape of the hole, it's probably some kind of external storage. Like a memory card or something? Exactly. It might have gotten dislodged and blown somewhere during the explosion. I thought about waiting until tomorrow, but I think the sooner you find the better. So you came to ask me. You want me to search for this thing with you? Yeah, if you don't mind, that is. Why don't you wake everybody up, and then we all go together? That's a big group of however electable they are. Not all, but hey, I'm not the killer, you know. Me neither. Are you? Are you sure about that, Takumi? But neither of us can prove ourselves innocent either. It's okay, I'm prepared to kill you if things go off the rails. That makes me feel so much better. Anyway, I'll get ready. Why are we going with just us two? We just said we should all be together, and now it's just us two, you fucking idiots. I know I'm saying the obvious, but it's really dark out here. I brought flashlights. We're just gonna have to sweep the area. Rasta shined the flashlight on the ground, stopped and stooped over. I did the same looking at the ground. This seems pretty inefficient. Yeah, it's 3 days since the explosion too. I'm pretty sure this is where it happened. This was going to be a long night. I steeled myself and set to search with Tsubasa. But it turned out my resolve wasn't going to be needed after all. There's something on the ground here. Something small and black, covered in dirt. I picked it up and Tsubasa practically lunged at it. Hey, let me see it. She took the thing from me and decided to begin to examine it. Good job, Takumi. This is the external storage device I was looking for. For real? I thought this would take longer. I'm going to analyze the data on this. Oh, I can't wait to see what's on it. If they felt the need to blow up the invader to keep her away from us, there might be an important secret intel on it. I'm sorry too, but try not to overwork yourself, okay? You can't keep working in such long hours every day. Don't worry, I'm done for today. Let's head back. Looking satisfied, Tsubasa put away the storage device and started to walk back to the school in high spirits. We found what we were looking for about anything bad happening, thank goodness. On top of that, we might even get some new information. My steps are suddenly feeling lighter. Yup. I was like, if we not back in our rooms, fucking save me. On the way back at the edge of the courtyard, Tsubasa suddenly stopped and peered into my face. So, who do you think the killer is? Takumi. Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden? I just wanted to ask. I honestly have no idea. But I feel like I might not even want to know. I'll be shocked no matter who it turns out to be. Same here, but... Oh, I ordered food's almost here. Same here, but whoever they are, they can't get away with this. Yeah, I think we agree on that. Wouldn't it be crazy if the killer really showed up while we were talking about them? I haven't since Tsubasa land on a mute giggle. Wait, that sound. No, no way. He cursed us. Tsubasa, one, this way. Okay, which direction? Which direction? Left or right? Left or right? Left, right. And Tsubasa's dead. I was like, I know you're coming from A direction. Which direction are we doing here? It's such a silly section, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it was terrifying at first for like 5 seconds, and then now it's just silly. No, you have to keep doing this. Just how long are we gonna chase us? We ran fiercely as hard as we could, but the killer didn't let up. The roof is just to pass these stairs. There's no way to run after this. We can't let them get to us. I had to do something. I started running up the stairs, suddenly running around to look at the back of the pursuer. I kicked them with all my might. They tumbled down the stairs and I fell into a heap at the bottom. Oh, it's making sounds.
Yeah!
Okay, now's our chance to finally capture them. They groaned in agony, but paralysis must have been setting in because they made no effort to resist. Paralysis?
Yeah!
We finally got you, just give up. Takumi, Tsubasa, what happened? I heard a really loud noise and... Huh? Is that the killer? Did he finally catch them? Fucking finally, I'll explain everything later. Give me a hand here. Take off the fucking mask. That sounds like Takamaru. What?
They're paralyzed, not dead.
This asshole killed our friends, damn it! Let me at him!
Let me get the mask off first. Ready?
Okay.
I placed my hands on the killer's helmet and slowly pulled it off. It was underneath left me speechless. Yagamu?
Yugamu?
So he was just pent up and was just laying it out. Was he sleep killing? Did I mention this before? I feel like I did, because I remember talking about Ed and Eddie at some point about like Ed sleeping and going off eating while he was asleep. I made this reference before. I don't remember why. Was I talking about Yagamu by chance? Did I call this? I don't remember if I called this. We peeled out the suit Yagamu was wearing and brought him to the rec room. He was limp, breathing shallowly, and his expression seemed almost as if he had traces of a grin. We sat around Yagamu as he recovered from his paralysis enough to talk. Why was he paralyzed? He kept his cool throughout and maintained the same composure he always did. I can hardly believe that it was your doing, said Yagamu. I might have broken rational-matic bread with you, but I have no sympathy to spare. Why'd you say it like that? I shall avenge our fallen comrades. The Holy Jumanji sword shall have your head. Calm down, Kiyoshika. We can't jump straight to beheadings. Why did you do this? What possible reasons could you have? Thanks, Southern Yagamu. I know you're not hurt that bad. Apologies, I was just trying to figure out where to start. Let me lead by saying I haven't killed anyone. Huh? Are you playing games, dude? What kind of idiot would believe that? Daku's right. If that's true, why are you dressed like that? Why do you have the palettes off? Let me start from the beginning. I'll explain everything, so hear me out. Fine, we'll listen, but you're on thin ice. The killer first appeared on day 16. Well, maybe it was already day 17 by then. It was late at night in the biolab. Takumi said he saw Hiroko get cornered by the killer there.
Huh?
That's right. Then we ran, then you got into a struggle. In the end, they got away, but managed to recover the weapon and the suit. This can't be Yagumo. This can't be Yagumo. Like, that makes no sense. Because in the other route that I was doing first before I came back to do this one, I dodged and he flew into the fire and burned away. And then, yeah, sure, if someone else, the same guy, pricked me next and knocked me out. But, like, assuming this was Yagumo, and he, I guess, did that, that would mean that he can't be destroyed by the fire. Either that, or he was the second person who drugged me. So, like, this can't be Yagumo. Huh. I was with Gaku and Kiyoshika during that time. Huh? You were? I was right here in the rec room on the night of day 16. You and Gaku invited me. Oh yeah, forgot about that. What were the three of you doing that late? Gaku said you found an adult video in the storeroom and wanted to watch it and have a watch party. Don't snitch on me, dude. It turned out it was just a footage of cute critters. Not an adult video, but an animal video. Yes, the precious little fur boss, although Sir Gaku seemed very disappointed. Okay, can we move on to the story? Anyway, I was here in the rec room. We had headphones on, so we didn't notice any noise. Isn't that right, guys? Gaku and Kiyoshika nodded. It seemed like Gakumo was telling the truth so far. There's more. The next time the killer appeared was day 25, and Eva was killed inside a cave. Right, I had nothing to do with her murder. However, after seeing her dead body, the murderous impulse inside me began to resurface. I don't remember exactly when I heard it, but something Yaku said in the cafeteria began to replay in my head. But I can't help it, man. Ever since I saw this dismembered body, my passion's been at a fever pitch. That's the kind of loving killing I've been craving all my life. Not being able to not being able to do it myself, but got me climbing out the wall. I feel like I get what he's trying to go for. So since then, he's been masquerading as a killer to get, well, not since then, since he messed with Gaku and nearly killed him, he's been masquerading as a killer just to scare people. So there's two people at the Power Saw. There's two people, two suits, and two Power Saws going around killing people. The one of them's going around killing people, and the other one's just Yagumo who pretends to be the killer. that would kind of explain, fucking hell, that would explain why he hasn't killed Takumi. It's been Yagumo that's been chasing me this entire time. He gets to Takumi and fucking scares him so bad he basically shits himself and passes out. And then like, well, I have my fun, I got my fix, I'll just put the stuff away and go hide or go back to my room or something. And then during that time, the Rumi, Karawa, and they're hiding somewhere else, the real killer showed up and killed them. That's been going on. You little fucker. I can't keep going like this.
If you can't help me out, I really might have to kill someone.
I'm overwhelming loss. I tried to find an outlet for my feverish mania. I believe it was day 38 when I finally found my solution, when I was about to kill Gaku. What? You were seriously gonna kill me?
Huh?
Yeah, I was seconds away from going through it, but I had a lot of pent-up bloodlust. But the moment I saw the fear of death in his eyes, I noticed my dark desire was temporarily sated. This guy's a freak. Now that I think about it, he mentioned this in the conversation we had with Ema. After what happened with Gaku, I finally figured out a way to suppress them better. I don't actually have to kill anyone, I just have to see the look of despair when they stare death in the face. It's not exactly a long-term solution though, more like a coping mechanism. My food's almost here, I won't get it. My only problem is that no one seems to want to show me the seconds before death face. What about day 43 and Moku was killed? What were you doing then? I was in my room. I couldn't sleep that night because of the bloodlust festering deep inside me. Then I heard the zombie's shrieks and the sound of glass breaking, so I went to see what was going on. When I did, I found the killer's suit and power saw at the bottom of the pool. In the bottom of the pool? The stuff missing from the locker was in the pool. Why? So Yagumo must have stolen it, correct? No, I didn't know the combination. Right, you weren't even in the room when Takumi set the code. Wait, I was chased by the killer the day Moku was killed. They had me cornered by the pool, so I shoved them aside and got away. But maybe when that happened, they fell in. What? Hold on, what? I was chased by the killer the day Moko was killed, yes. But she said she was cornered by the pool, so I shoved them aside and got away. That's not what happened, though. Am I right? Is Takumi just hallucinating this whole thing? Is that what's happening? Because, like, she was with us the whole time. Then we got cornered by the killer, we got cornered in, like, one of the classrooms, and we jumped out. Did that not happen? Was that whole thing just in Takumi's head? I see, you might be right, but I wasn't concerned about the details. I had other things on my mind at the time, like taking the killer's things so I could dress up like them. Is Takumi not gonna comment on that? When did that happen? Was that supposed to be like before she ran into Takumi? Clearly you're not telling us you pretended to be the killer just so you could see looks of despair and feel desire. Sorry, I just couldn't hold back the urges inside me. But I really wasn't going to kill anyone. Just seeing your faces twist up in despair was enough to satisfy me. Nothing you're saying makes any sense. What was your involvement in the murders of Takamaru, Kurawa, and Shoma? I had nothing to do with Takamaru's death on day 51, I swear it. The first day I dressed up as the killer was day 64, the day Kurawa was killed. We were on guard duty that night, right? You fell asleep, so I ran with Kurawa to the bathroom. I sensed the two of you were going to leave, so I pretended to sleep. I figured it would be my chance to enjoy the thrill of the chase. I quickly found the suit I had hidden in my room and chased you to the parasol. Huh? So you were the one chasing me in the hallway? That's right, I chased you like the killer would, and once I had you cornered in front of the defense room, I
finally got to see your terrified expression, filled with despair. My lust was sated. Was it as good for you as it was for me?
Once I had my fill, I hid the suit and parasol in my room and went back to the gym. That's all I know. So you really know nothing about Lady Kurawa's death. Speak the truth, prepared to become a boss in the blade of the Holy Jumanji sword. I'm sorry, but I had nothing to do with her murder. I can't tell you anything. I had nothing to do with Shoma's death on day 77 either. Keep talking. What about Darumi on day 80, or the twins on day 83? When the fire started in the vaulting box, everyone scattered and ran away from the gym. I smelled the opportunity. You're kidding. You took advantage of the chaos and masqueraded as the killer? Correct. I went back to my room, got the suit and parasol, and pretended to be the killer for a second time. I went inside and found Darumi and Takumi immediately. I felt bad knowing it would have been my second time doing it to you, but you put on such a good performance the first time, I couldn't resist the chance to see you like that again. Seeing the attractive look on Yagu's face, I was at complete loss for words, for so many reasons. Halfway through the chase, I told Darumi to run. I lured the killer. You into chasing me alone. I managed to lose you somehow, then hid in my room until the next morning with Darumi. I don't know what happened after Darumi got away. Once I lost sight of you talking to me, I gave up. I went back to my room, changed, and met everybody else. Oh yeah, because we didn't stay on the roof blocking the door. We went back into our room to hide, so you had time to do that. Right, the lifetime count was 11 when Yakumu joined us. So Darumi was still alive at that point. And I had nothing to do with Ima and Kako either. I didn't do a thing to them. I'm thinking, I got this feeling when I saw Ima's face there. He looks like, it's emotionless, yeah, but it's like a disappointing face to me when I look at it. I probably feel like this is like the key moment to tell that it's Takumi or something. Like he, after getting slashed or stabbed or whatever the fuck's happening to them, he saw that it was Takumi and was disappointed that it really was him. That's like the feeling I'm getting. So maybe instead of a power saw, it was just a Takumi's sword. Is that everything? You're not hiding anything else? Y'all thought it. You might not believe me, but I really didn't kill anyone. You don't seriously think we're going to be okay with what you did, do you? I'm aware I crossed the line, but I couldn't stop myself. those looks of terror and despair whenever I chased you. I needed them so badly. That's why I kept this from you guys. No other reason, I promise. You say that, but I'll feel betrayed. I'm not going to be able to forgive you and move on that easily. I'll accept any punishment you want to give me. Torture me, whatever you need to do. But if it wasn't Yagumo who killed our friends, then who's the real killer? Suddenly the image of the killer on day 16 crossed my mind. Were they still hiding inside the school? No, that wouldn't add up with the life sign count. Then what? What are they? Where are they? I'm getting rather lost. What are you doing with Sir Yagumo? I think we're going to have to keep him separated from the group until we find the real killer. Of course, that should help with my little problem. How about we use that weird room on the first floor? We can lock it from the outside. The room with strange devices from when we were at Kamakura General Hospital? That might be the perfect place to lock Yagumo up. Hey, mind if I take the power saw and the suit from Kyo's hiding? I'll hide them someplace so nobody can find me. Where's the proof that you're innocent? I don't have any, but the same goes for everyone here. Trust me, I know I'll be under suspicion if someone else gets attacked. Fine, you can deal with them, Gaku. We'll take care of Yagumo. I think you don't even match the frame with the killer, so you're already innocent. Yeah, that's fine with me. We handed the power saw and suit over to Gaku, then took Yagumo to the strange room. We put him inside and locked it securely from the outside. Nozomi would be the one in charge of the key. Like, I know I say that Gaku doesn't fit the frame, and it might sound hypocritical because I know I doubted Shoma at some point, but at least Shoma can fucking do like the Hunter x Hunter Gon like transformation thing. He becomes like a big muscular dude. So like his frame literally changes in all capacity. Gaku doesn't have anything like that. So it's suspecting Gaku is like the same as suspecting Ima, and like that just makes no sense. The height and build is all different. After that, we went back to the roof and met up with Gaku when he's finished his task. We made sure everything had gone according to plan, and decided to call it a day. Nobody was any the wiser, but a shocking development was waiting for us right around the corner. Stop doing that! Day 90. This is 10 days away. What more do you got? A happy ending. Happiness stopped being an option a long time ago. Anyway, I guess I should head over to the cafeteria. I need to give Yagumo some food too. I'm gonna go in there and Yagumo's dead, isn't he? The only people in the cafeteria were Nozomi, Hiroko, and Kiyoshika. Good morning, Takumi. Morning, no signs of Tsubasa or Gaku. They might be holed up in their rooms out of paranoia. Maybe, but I hope not. We still haven't worked out our strategy for Daxia yet. There's so much to think about that my brain feels like it's going to boil over. Neither of them were wearing their regular clothes, same way for me. We had a little discussion before going over Temple Race yesterday. At the end of it, we decided to wear class armor, or artificial class armor in Nozomi's case, all day from now on. If everything Yagumo told us was true, the killer was still out there somewhere. If they're not even showing up on the line sign tunnel, they might even be... Before I could finish that thought, I heard footsteps outside the hall. Tsubasa burst in the cafeteria, breathless and with a grim look on her face. Gaku dead. Tsubasa, what's got you in such a hurry? I just woke up and checked the life sign count. It's gone down to 6. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so at least one of them died. I was like, the 2 died or the 1? Huh? The only ones missing were Gaku and Yagumo, which meant that's such a school. We'll start with those nearby rooms. Everybody stick together. We systematically opened every door in the school, making sure nothing was out of place. No more. I'm sick of it. I've had enough to spare for one lifetime. My heart was screaming with each door we opened. In the end, my prayers would go unanswered. What? Oh, yeah. Gaku died.
So it was Gaku.
Damn. Inside the library, we found the blood-soaked remains of Gaku Murako, his body sliced into ribbons. And a pleasant stench of blood emanated from his mangled corpse. Did she really let that one go?
The Revival-matic.
It's pointless. We're too late.
Slowly the world turned gray. It felt like my emotions died of Gaku. If Gaku's been killed, that means Yakumo's still alive. Let's make sure there's no sign he broke out of the room. We need to look for the power saw too. So Takumi, how are you so composed? So Gaku's been killed.
All the crying and screaming in the world couldn't bring him back. So there's no point.
Really?
Huh?
Are you being serious right now? I'm not trying to sound heartless. I just want this to be over. Let's take him to the morgue. Help me out. Wait, before you do that, look here. There's signs of a struggle. You could point to a nearby bookshelf.
Oh?
This shelf is way out of position, and there's books on the ground. Someone must have moved it intentionally. Maybe Gaku bumped into it while he was fighting the killer? No, there's multiple gouge marks on the back of the shelf. That's not natural. What do you mean? It's highly likely that Gaku hit the power saw and suit here. He must have gotten in a fight over them with the killer, resulting in these gouges. I see, so that's why he was killed here. And the power saw and suit got taken again. Maybe someone here has them. You're suspecting us now? It wasn't me. Can you prove that your hands are clean before pointing fingers to Lady Tsubasa? You're not suspecting each other, so there's no purpose. Hiriko and I lifted Gaku's body in silence. The others came to help soon after, but no one felt like talking. After bringing Gaku to the morgue, we went to the room where Gaku was locked up. Gaku's eyes were wide upon hearing the news of Gaku's murder, then he just stared down at the floor. There was no signs that he'd left the room, but our suspicion of one another was only growing. Our worst case scenario just keeps finding ways to get worse, and there's no stopping it now. It's happening far more frequently too. Like every other day, someone ends up getting killed.
Good boy. It's day 91 of your service. 9. I hate to keep reminding. So work well.
That's right, another night, I guess. I let out a deep sigh after making sure my heart was still beating. It wouldn't surprise me if I was the next victim. If they just kill me too. I was taken aback by my words that left my lips. What was I saying? I need to switch gears. I'll go to the cafeteria. I wonder why you haven't bothered trying to go back in time and see if you can change something on a different day. Like, I know we're not doing it because of the route itself, but it's like plot wise. I'm weird out that he didn't do that. Oh, it's just you, Hiriko? Everybody decided to eat in their rooms. Well, I figured this would happen. I assembled a light meal on my tray and sat in front of Hiriko. We were silent. The only sound in the cafeteria was the quiet clatter of the dishes. Then Hiriko calmly looked at me in the eye.
I've been killed. Many times, actually.
Oh, so you are traveling back in time, too. What?
What?
Would it make more sense if I told you that I lived through a different past? Similar to how you time-traveled from yours?
Hold on. This is a lot out of nowhere.
Are you just Vika? The fucking... What? It's Vika, right? You how she said Olivia in that line just remind me of an anime from Higurashi no Naku Koroni. I know there is a character, there is one character in there that dies a lot, and they apparently remember all the times they've died. I just don't remember which character it is that goes through that. It's an old anime. If you haven't watched it, you're probably never going to. And it's probably not very good anyway. Did you experience something like I did? It was also sudden that I couldn't follow. She didn't seem to be joking, but I remember everything about the past I saw. Not that it's a pleasant memory. Is that what you've been hiding? The memories came to me on day 3.
Oh?
I was killed, and I remember what I said at the end clear as day.
This was another failed timeline. Just like the others.
Oh, so she's doing the same thing.
Maybe it was a mistake for us to stay in this school to begin with.
Oh, she's on a timeline and we stayed in the school? Did she also want to leave the school when I proposed it?
Maybe we all should have left.
So she ends up dying when we stay in the school. What the fuck is happening?
I'm going to do it over again. As many times as it takes. I'll bring an end to all of these horrific histories. I'll do it someday. Mark my words.
You've been repeating the past. And failing.
I thought that by staying in this school, history would repeat itself. I wanted to stop that from happening. So I sprayed a warning on the blackboard.
Oh, that was you? Fucking... what?
That threatening message.
That's right. I wrote it.
Completely forgot about that, to be honest. I wanted to tell you sooner, that's why I asked you to meet me that night. The day Hiroko asked me to see her, and Nozomi wanted to talk to me that night too. But then Yakumu showed up, so I couldn't say anything. After that, I lost my nerve. I couldn't do it.
You kept this to yourself all this time? But why tell only me?
I blame my ego.
Oh.
Hiroko.
Sorry.
With that, Hiroko left the cafeteria, carefully avoiding making eye contact with me. I had no idea what she had to apologize for, but one thing was clear enough. She seemed like she's hurting. She'd been holding this all by herself, memories of a brutal series of events. After seeing vulnerability in Hiroko for the first time, I couldn't bring myself to push her any further. I was worried she might break. Jeez. So Hiroko can remember every timeline in which she dies, and she's been going to different timelines since every time she dies. That's what's happening. So Takumi can go back to they can both travel through time. But why is hers only triggered on death? Wait, isn't that like fucking Zero Escape? That's how it worked, right? People they can go back in time after they when they're about to die, right? she's the character developed straight from Utakoshi. The announcement changed. I guess the countdown will begin soon. We've gotten more problems than just invaders now. It had been another day of almost no progress. We still hadn't solved our Daksha problem, but there are way too many other things to worry about. Can't believe Hiroko time traveled too. But looking back, the things she said and did that hadn't made sense before all add up now. I got caught out before that she's time traveling too. What happened in the timeline she lived through, and why bring it up now? It was a few steps behind. My head hurts. She saw you saying it because she thinks she might die, and since Takumi can time travel, you're saying I said Takumi. Since he can time travel, we can bring that knowledge too, so that we can both work together in a different timeline. I'm assuming that's why she decided to say it. And then to get my thoughts in order, I gave up and closed my eyes. Before long, I fell asleep. Day 92.
Up and at 'em, troops! Time to rise and shine! It's your 90-second...
Teamwork. I'm going to be all with all my allies. That's supposed to be satire. I gotta go to the cafeteria, so I might be there.
Huh?
Barely so. Totally, right? Just as I left my room, I could hear Kiyoshika Tsubasa talking in the distance. Kiyoshika seems to be excitedly telling Tsubasa something. I wonder what. Something else happened? So talk to me. Perfect timing. Can you come with us? Huh? Wait, where are we? Just hurry.
The door.
Whoa!
I came to bring Sir Yugamu his meal, but then...
Let's go in.
We opened the broken door and saw Yakumu covered in blood, face down and lifeless.
Yugamu.
Yeah, they're tearing us apart now. Like, they were in like several weeks before, and now it literally is like every other day. I expected as much. Just like everyone else before him, his body was sliced to ribbons. Hiroko, Nozomi, you're here. Yeah, we were the first to hear the news from Kiyoshika. You can probably tell, but he's lost all his Globin. We can't revive him. Let's get him to the morgue right away. I feel bad leaving him like this. Right, we need to make a grave marker as well. No one lost their composure anymore, no tears flowed, even the anger was gone. We just accepted the death of our friend and dealt with it matter-of-factly. It's just the 5 of us. We are a part of this now. The death of Yakumu was just another part of our day. I don't want to do anything. Laying life in bed, I suddenly realized it was long past bedtime. Invaders, humanity, whatever. I just want this to be over already. Just then I felt familiar presence I haven't felt in a while. I sat up and there he was, standing in the corner of my room. Where have you been this whole time? I knew it. It's been a while. Right. I guess it has been for you. Huh? What do you mean by that? I've been watching you all this time. I know what's happened. But you must not remember. Yeah, you might have been watching us, but we haven't been able to see you. What do you need, anyway? Do you find some kind of clue about the killer? Unfortunately, even I'm not sure what's going on or why. No matter what happens, all I can do is watch over you, nothing more. Is that what you came to tell me?
I'm sorry I couldn't save you.
What? If it's sad looking at space, I'm letting Flameborn Bonnie vanish. What's up with him? Unwilling to push myself thinking about it, I pulled the blanket over myself and closed my eyes. Want to forget reality, to forget everything, and find refuge in sleep. The morning announcements hadn't played yet, but the sun was only just coming up. And around you... yeah, I'm just gonna skip the remaining battles, just so I can... Because I want to see the rest of the, oh shit, let's get more than I want to. Enemy attack... Oh, an enemy attack. Is Dao Shapani here? But we don't have any plans for dealing with him at all. Damn it, I'm gonna have to go. Dashed out of the room and ran as fast as I could and headed to the war room. I want to see the rest of the story already, or this route already. I want to see who the killer is and what's happening. That has come, and the alarm sounded this time. It really startled me. Looks like he brought some minions with him. This fight's going to be harder than last time. We have fewer numbers and no plan, but just have to go for it, do or die. Wait, about that, we have one strategy we can use. Huh? Remember the external storage device we covered from the invader? But I finished analyzing the data on it. No one mentioned anything to me about an external storage device. Luckily, the data survived, and I was able to retrieve some confidential information. I learned a lot. I'll spare you the details, but I used that knowledge to develop a bioweapon. That sounds familiar. Yeah, is that what we used it the first time?
I looked into it and found that Commander DNA has some strange cells that are clearly different from regular humans. I succeeded in formulating a poison that attacks those cells. Call it a bioweapon that only works on commanders.
Once I understood the cell's weak point, I figured I should get to work on something. Nozomi helped me out. Lady Nozomi? Why? Because Tsubasa asked me to. It's not much, but I do have some experience in medical research. I'm the ideal candidate for working on a poison that affects Kyptoglobin, because I don't have much of it myself. We did make a poison that Nozomi tricked the commander into consuming during my previous 100 days here, but what's the plan this time? We turned the poison into a gas and have Doxa breathe it in. I made a trap we can use. Alright, the same thing. You can position it and activate anytime using remote control. I'm going to find a place to set this. Once it's in place, I'll need you to get him to stop near it. We'll activate it once he's gone some distance. That should be enough to get him to inhale the poison. Can we pull this off with a small group we have now? We just have to try. It's better than standing around and getting killed. You're right, it's very much worth trying, but why didn't you say something before? Because of the whole killer thing, I kept the info under wraps as a precaution, and I wasn't sure it would even work out. It was a gamble. Thank you both so much. Now we can find a way to make this work. Yeah, let's do this. I don't have any regrets.
Yeah!
Forget about everything else and give it everything you've got. Time for the defensive battle. Oh yeah, we're always in a castle armor, so there's gonna be no cutscene for that.
Hear my plea. So, I've lost. The time of my destruction is upon me at last. I gave this battle everything I had. I have no regret.
Oh, yeah.
Schness.
Are they fighting you now?
A disgraceful end. Pitiful.
Let's just stamp on the commander's discreet quotes with a sneer.
Everyone, prepare to attack!
There's no need to rush. I don't intend to fight you yet.
Huh?
I am preparing an event. A ritual, if you will, to usher in my ascension to godhood. Our battle will take place then.
What are you talking about?
Be calm. The time is soon. Wait with bated breath, so that you may behold my birth as the one true god!
With that declaration, Vashna's turned and left. I'm honestly kind of sick of Vashna's character. It's a little annoying. Honestly, after seeing her walk away, I felt relieved. Everything hurts. I was resting in bed, recovering from a long, brutal battle. We managed to defeat Daksha somehow, but at the time to celebrate things, the Vashna's getting closer. Our only option is to fight, I know that, but even if we beat Vashna's and manage to survive, what do we have left to live for? Suddenly the faces of all my dead friends flashed through my mind. Was there really any point to playing out the rest of this worst case scenario? Literally, yeah, this actually was the worst case scenario. No, I had to stop thinking about this. My head is starting to hurt again. I'm sleepy too, though that might be from all the fighting. It's too early to sleep, but I don't have any appetite either. I'll just rest here. Deciding to abandon all that, I pulled out the blankets and curled into a ball. Eventually, I passed out like a light. Day 94.
A fine...
Going hands of comrades, there's only 5 of us left. The pointless complaint left my mouth before I could stop it. On top of that, my body still hurt. The exhaustion from yesterday's battle hasn't gone yet. No, I need to get up, otherwise the whole day will go by while I'm in bed. I pushed myself to get out of bed, getting ready for the day. Maybe someone in the cafeteria. I should go see. Is that? The moment I stepped out of the room, I saw Sebastian, Nozomi, and Hyoko, all standing shocked still. Oh, it's Kiyoshika dead. What are they looking at? I followed their gazes until... Yup. Fuck, they're getting more aggressive with that. They just kick that shit in. That's the door of Kiyoshika's room. You can't be serious.
Kyoshika? Hey, Kyoshika!
I hurried into her room, already half suspecting what I'd find inside.
No!
These like death body, the death animation here is like, I really like the art of it, but still fucked up. And I didn't realize she was wearing Jordans. What the fuck? Why is she wearing those shoes? I never noticed what kind of shoes she wore. Kyoshika's corpse is laid down on the floor with a tormented expression. Her body is shredded like all the others. She's like tossed against the wall too.
Kyoshika!
The others had followed me into the room, now stunned by the wretched scene before them. Just like what happened to Yagami, the killer broke down the door of the power saw and killed her. Wait, wouldn't we be able to hear someone breaking down the door of a power saw? Now that you mention it, I saw Kiyoshika in the cafeteria last night. We went back to the roof together, so I think she must have been killed after that. When was that exactly? I think it's around 9 p.m. when we ran the cafeteria. We had a late dinner because of the defensive battle. We got back into our rooms at 10. I went to sleep right away. I was already sleeping before 9. I didn't wake up until morning. I was really sleepy yesterday. I went to bed early, but how did we not hear anything? Even if we were tired from the fight, the sound of a door being sawed down would have been fairly loud. Kiyoshika would have gone up and ran if she heard it. Ran where? The jump right down the door of a power saw. She would have been stuck here to jump break in. The more I think about it, the less it adds up. Let's think more about this later. For now, I'd rather we do something with the body. Yeah, you're right. Let's do it. As we brought Kiyoshika to the morgue, we made a small gravestone we gathered in the cafeteria. The life sign counts down to 4. There's so few of us left. Yeah, it's sad, but I don't know what we should do. I couldn't think of anything to say. I'm too depressed myself to cheer anyone else up. I'm just one big mess of confusion. By the way, what are you up to, Hiriko? I just wanted to check on something. Hiriko seemed to be inspecting the water cooler in the cafeteria. Is there something off about it? Looks fine to me. I'm curious about what's inside. Tsubasa, can you lend me a hand? What do you need? We're going to find out what's in the water. All of you come to the biolab. What? The water? With that, Hiriko exited the cafeteria with a cup of water in hand. And soon after, Nozomi and I just stood in silence as we watched Tsubasa and Hiriko at work. I was curious about what they were doing, but I didn't want to interrupt. Just then, Tsubasa raised her head in shock. No way! I knew it. Knew what? What is it? What did you find? I must say, I haven't done it in a while. What the fuck's happening? Oh my god, we haven't done it in a while. Jesus. You detected sleep medicine in the water from the cooler. You were drugged to fall asleep? Sleep medicine? The slower acting kind. It takes time to kick in after being ingested. You mean the reason we didn't wake up last night is because we drank this drugged water. Someone laced it in advance. So they went with after Kiyoshika knowing the drug would keep us asleep? That explains why I was so unusually sleepy. They really will go to any length to kill us. I told you, right? This killer enjoys killing.
Taking their time picking us off one by one is just more fun for them.
She was right, again! She said all the plot! So I remembered what Rumi had said. They're killing us one by one, savoring each kill. No, this can't be them. Tangi, what's wrong? Nothing. Sorry, never mind. And then there were 4. I could very well be next. All I could do is hold on to this terror and wait for time to pass. 5 days left until day 100. What kind of ending awaits us then? There's gonna be like 2 of us left by the end of this. Obviously, I can't be the one that dies. If I truly died, then like, there's nothing else. So they just have to leave them out after that. Morning already. I sat up wide and barely managed to drag my heavy body out of bed. I should head to the cafeteria. Gotta make sure everyone's okay. When I got to the cafeteria, Hiroko was eating alone. Oh, morning, Hiroko. Have you seen Tsubasa and Nozomi? Yeah, just now everyone's okay this morning. That's good. I can't let my guard down, but at least I can rest easy for a minute. Feeling like I could eat a leisurely breakfast in peace, I approached the Rationomatic, but there's nothing I want to eat. Just feeling again. I'm hungry, but nothing appeals to me. What's the matter? Oh, nothing big. I'm hungry, but I can't find anything I want to eat. I'm sure it'll go away in time. I'll just have a protein shake or something. Talk to me. I want you to go somewhere with me. Huh? Right now? Hiroko gave a swan nod. Follow me. If you trust me, that is. Okay. I had a feeling we're going to the morgue, but I can't figure out why. Hiroko brought me to our friend's resting place, the morgue. So many of people. Before we were the remains of all the people we've lost to the killer. This was maybe the last place I wanted us to be. Why did Hiroko bring me here? 11 people were killed by the killer, including the commander we took prisoner. But there's a clear difference between them. There is? It might be hard to tell, but look closely at their wounds. With that, Hiroko rearranged the bodies one by one. Okay. They're all cut. what do you notice about the injuries? I can't really tell the injuries between like I can't really tell the injuries between Eva, the prisoner, but like everyone else, I just assume it's having from like a sword or something because it looks like it's a straight cut. Also, I think like all of them have Ema and Kaku didn't have an X on them. I was like, all of them had an X on their body somewhere, but I don't think Ema and Kaku did. Well, the site's clean. They're pretty deep because of this power saw. Look here next. Okay, there's no X on that one. There's X on that one. No X there. X on that one. Yeah, no X. It's just a clear slice. You keep flashing them so I can't look at them clearly. Come, take a good look and tell me what you see. Huh? Just like the others, the next body was riddled with wounds that dug deep into flesh. At a glance, they all looked the same, but looking closely, I suddenly realized something was different. Huh? The wounds on this one are messy stabs. Right, the power saw isn't the killer's only weapon. Wait, well, which one? Which one are just stabs? I didn't even realize that. What? These wounds were likely caused by a dagger or something similar. Why would they use different weapons? That's all I can tell you. You have to figure out the rest for yourself. They're using different weapons because they're using the infuser to stab people. But like, which body has stab wounds? Hey, Hyuko. With that, Hyuko turned and left the room. What does it all mean? Back in my room, I was thinking hard in bed. I have to look at the every day. I have to look at them because I didn't get a good look at the bodies to compare them. It should have like a text box or something so I can like stop and look and advance on my own. Something was bothering me. A dagger. I know I've seen something like that somewhere. My gaze wandered in search of an answer until I landed on the desk drawer. Of course, a dagger. I remembered the diary in the drawer. I knew it. The killer in this diary had the same kind of weapon, a dagger. I thought this diary was a work of fiction, or maybe it's more accurately that I had. That's what I wanted to believe. But it didn't seem like mere coincidence. Does the killer from this diary exist in real life?
Then who wrote this? And when? How long has the killer been around?
Hyuko must have figured out the truth, but she avoided giving me a straight answer. Is there some reason she feels like she can't talk to me? I don't understand any of this. My head hurts so bad. And I get possessed again. And I swear it's me. It has to be talking to me. There's no one else who can believe it. What time is it? I probably opened my heavy lids to look at the clock. It was just before noon. Right, I spent all day yesterday deep in thought and must have passed out. I felt like I slept too much, but there's no sense in dwelling on it. I should be getting ready. I left my room, but all I did was stroll around the school, never coming across anyone. We were all keeping to ourselves, unsure of who the killer could be. I wonder where Hyuko is. I wanted to continue our conversation yesterday about the killer's weapons. She did seem to be in her room. Maybe I'll try and find her in the cafeteria. I was thinking out loud, walking the halls until... Talk to me? Here we go. You scared me. I was just about to go looking for you.
Oh?
Me? Before. It's about our discussion yesterday. I want you to tell me what it means. It means someone's using an infuser. That's the dagger they're using. I never thought about it, but I just can't get the pieces to come together. You figured it out, right? Fine. Come with me. Back to the oh no. We never cleaned this up. Hyuko took me to the classroom where she'd once written that threatening message. Do you remember when Yaguru got the killer's suit and power saw? I'm pretty sure it was the day Moko was killed, day 43.
Oh?
Right, Moko's wounds came from the power saw, which means Yaguru picked her up after she was killed. In other words, after killing Moko, the killer lost their suit and weapon for whatever reason. But they had the opportunity to get them back. When do you think that could have been? After we caught Yaguru and took the things from him, Gaku said he was going to hide them. The killer threatened Gaku into showing them where the power saw was hidden, the library. Then the two of them got into a scuffle and Gaku was killed with the stolen power saw. Basically, from day 43 until day 89, the killer didn't have those items on them, so they were using something else. The people killed during that time were Takamaru, Kurara, Shoma, Darumi, Ima, and Kaku. You saw the wounds on their bodies, right? Oh yeah, you know, you're right, because Yagu had hit the power saw in his room, but they either didn't have the suit either, or they had the backup suit. You remember the wounds on the bodies, right? They were all killed with something like a dagger, because the killer didn't have the power saw. None of you know this. You thought Yagumu was a killer, even though he was just impersonating them. When did you realize this? When he found Takamaru's body. I noticed the wounds on his body weren't like Eva or Moko's, but I couldn't say anything. I did even notice that. I can't tell the difference in the wounds. They're all just like deep slash marks to me. Why not? Because that would mean the real killer and the person we saw in the suit, Yagumu, are two different people. What's the problem with that? They were two different people. If you just told us, you might have been able to save everybody. They got killed. That got killed after Takamaru. Don't you think I know that? But still, I couldn't tell you. Why not? Because if everyone knew there was both a killer and an imposter,
then it would ruin the alibis of anyone who said they saw the killer.
Because the killer was the impersonator. Huh?
Then they'd be a potential suspect. So I couldn't say anything.
Hey, Hiroko! Hiroko looked down, turned on the heel and ran away. After that, I tried looking for her, but time just ticked away as I searched aimlessly. I couldn't get over what she said. Was she covering for someone? That would mean she was trying to hide the true identity of the killer. But why would she do that? Was she connected to them somehow? Why? I have a bad feeling about this. I swear it has to be Takumi, but that would mean she's covering for Takumi, but why would she do that? I'm wondering, does she like have a crush on Takumi and can't like come to terms that he's the murderer when something's happening with him? It was day 97, a new day was beginning, but there I was, still lying in bed. What were we supposed to do, just the four of us? We still have to fight Vechness. But anything but united, I haven't seen Nozomi in 2 days. I don't know what I should do anymore. The situation was everyone completely exhausted. We're doing everything we can just to keep sane.
Help me. Hiroko.
I was calling her name without even realizing it. Then I let my listless body sink farther into bed and slowly closed my eyes. Huh? What the heck? I suddenly woke up to the sound of my door being pounded feverishly.
Takumi! Open up, please!
Oh god, who else is dead? Nozomi. Her voice sounded desperate. I rushed over to open the door. And there she was, her face pale. What's wrong? What is it? Please come with me. Huh? Where? Nozomi didn't answer. She just silently walked off. I matched that silence as I walked with her. There's nothing inside of me but dread, but I can't run away. I was brought to the metal shop. Inside I saw... Shit!
Tsubasa. So
that wound on them is from a dagger? It's always an X. Unlike a lot of them, it's just an X. Tsubasa was face down. Not really. Not breathing, her body covered in cuts. One glance at the profuse quantity of blood was enough to tell me we couldn't bring her back. I found it. The lights have been on in here for a while, so I took a look inside. Here we go. All I did was find her. That said, I know none of us can prove our alibis. Hey, if the killer really is one of us, why don't we search all of our rooms? We should be able to find the murder weapon that way. Then we'll know who really is really doing this. There's no guarantee they're hiding it in their room. Besides, what if the killer is deliberately hiding it in someone else's room? Huh? You mean to frame somebody else? I'm just throwing out suggestions, but it's not impossible. We won't be able to say it was a definitive proof in that case. Let's get out of here. Once we were done transferring Tsubasa to the morgue, we immediately went our separate ways. Only 3 of us were left. The killer was probably laughing at us. I wonder what they felt when they saw us suffering in despair like this. Jesus. 2 days! Holy crap. What time is it? I woke up feeling suffocated. My heavy eyelids opened up to see that I was already bright outside. It was already bright outside. I hate night sweats. Last night, I barely had time to change out of my armor and take a shower before falling asleep exhausted. My clothes were uncomfortable and soaked in sweat. I must have had a rough sleep. Guess I'll take another shower. Grabbed my towel and stepped into the bathroom. I immediately noticed something unusual. Huh? What? I looked down the bathroom floor to see a puddle of crimson liquid. Why is there blood in the drain? Is this blood? Here? How? Where did it come from? Panicked, I looked at the ceiling where I saw red droplets dripping out from the gas in the ventilation panel. What the fuck? Is there a body in the vent? My heart leapt furiously the moment I laid eyes on the uncanny sight. What is that? What's in there? I gingerly moved the panel, trying to keep my heart from pounding out of my chest. What the fuck is happening in this well? Yep, 100% was us. So everything was hidden in there. What the fuck? So that's the suit, the power saw. Is that a machete? Is that the knife they're talking about? What's that? What's that white stuff? The white stuff there. Is that like the inner linings of the suit? Wait, hold on. What the fuck? Wait. Isn't that just his jacket? Is that Ato's jacket? Fucking, that was white. So, that was white. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure it's Ato's jacket that's covered in blood. The white gauze thing there. So, I had the thought that like absorbing Ato is having him possess us through his human anima, and that's where the killer is. Did he go get his fucking jacket from his fucking corpse and he's wearing it when he goes out and kills people? The moment I saw what was inside, my throat felt like it was closing up. It was a blood-soaked suit of the killer and a power saw and a dagger and a raincoat I'd never seen before. No, why would these be here? Who put these here and when? Don't tell me. Maybe the killer really did hide the weapons in my room just like Hiroko said. I need to tell Hiroko and Nozomi. Tell them, and then what? Would they really believe me? More importantly, if I hide this stuff somewhere else, wouldn't that stop any further killings? Right, there are only 2 days left. If I can just keep these out of the way. I stuffed them all into a trash bag and put them under my clothes at the back of the closet. Now I just need to get through 2 more days. You have a closet? For a while I couldn't find the will to do anything. The weapons and suit I found in the bathroom had made me uneasy. I think another thing I wanted to say, I kept like forgetting, but the image still in my mind. Gaku's body looks so pissed. Like he looks really pissed off. Like not just like doing a fight. I think it's because he realized it was Takumi. Because like assuming it's Ato possessing Takumi's body, he would see Takumi there, and he was fighting him off, and that's why he's so mad that he was white that was him the whole time. And that's why Imo was disappointed, because he had suspicions and then he was white. I feel like I'm going to go insane if I stay by myself. Standing up on unsteady feet, I left my room. It was already dark out. In a haze, I began to walk without any real destination. I found myself in the schoolyard. I sat down on the bench in the corner, looking up at the sky. You have a bench in the courtyard? Oh, yeah, fucking still, I'm looking right at it. The infinitely extending sky and its glistening stairs that once moved me so much, they didn't make me feel anything anymore. I sat there in a daze until suddenly I sensed someone drawing closer. Hiroko. Hiroko stood before me in silence. Her face, illuminated by the moonlight, looked incredibly calm. It felt like I was being drawn to her.
Hey, Hiroko. Please. Stay by my side. Just for a moment.
Hiroko didn't answer. Instead, she leaned in close. Aww. She cleared my head, wrapping it in gentle warmth. I could smell something familiar, a sweet, mellow aroma. Was this scent lavender? I could hear her heart beating. I was comfortable, as if all my anxieties had simply vanished into thin air.
It's okay. Everything will be all right.
Comforted by her sweet voice, my heart began to hurt. Intense, uncontrollable emotions were running up inside me. This was how I'd always felt towards Kara, but this time it wasn't her making me feel this way. This time...
Hiruko?
For one moment, this hellish, hopeless existence, I felt happy. All I wanted to do is bask in this afterglow. We didn't say anything as we huddled together under the night sky. That was sweet. Fuck these people for playing that song every single time. At last, it was day 99. It happened before the usual morning announcement. What, the alarm? Yeah, fucking yup. The truth alert led to it as the light. Oh, she's finally here.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Defense mode.
I was so composed that I was even surprised myself. I don't know what the three of us are going to be able to do, but there's no way we can run. Part of me wants to try and see if I can beat her, but just the three of us. It's not going to happen, but part of me kind of wants to try. We just had to do this.
Oh?
I guess this is our final battle. If we're all set, let's get right to it. Wait, before you do, it's something I have to give you. This is 5 weapon of boost out strength. It was in the metal shop. Did Tsubasa make this? Yeah, it was her last gift to us. We should be able to do serious damage to vegetables with this. We can't waste it. Tsubasa, thank you. We'll make good use of this. Let's go. All that's left is to do whatever we can. I sent Tsubasa's memento and took a step forward, but truthfully, it felt empty. Even if we beat Veshnis, can we call whatever ending awaits us a happy one? Doubtful, I felt like a robot-designed sword to defeat the approaching enemy. Despite the heavy atmosphere heading over us, we made our way towards our final defensive battle. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. It's day 99 anyway. the ending to the bout right after. And you can finally see what the fuck is happening. So yeah, let's do this. This is just 3 people. Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, good news is it's the strongest people we got.
Time for battle.
Oh, it's not something I physically put down though.
Now then.
Interesting.
Time for battle.
Only 2 left.
My turn. Out of my way.
Only 2 ways.
Time for battle. Take this.
And 4 AP to use?
Broken.
It's still being
Now
generous
then.
with you, I guess.
To business. I'll chop you to pieces.
I've got this. Let's do this.
Well, yeah, sure.
My turn. This should do it. I've got this.
And...
Here.
Oh.
Let's
Some
go.
of the dogs gonna hit with 6 there.
Ah! All right. Ready when you are. Take that.
I mean, why not, right?
I'm good to go. I'll do my part too.
You always support here.
Good to go. Here.
All right. Let's get started. Take this. My turn. Die.
Time for action. Taking the shot.
Oh, it's playing on more now? I kinda thought that wave was gonna be it.
Here we go. Ha! Go. Let's do this. Take this.
Cool.
Time for battle. All right. Let's get started. How's this? Time for battle.
I've got this. Harder.
Alright.
Now then.
To business. Die!
So you two get an extra boost.
Time to move.
We can do this!
Stand back and watch. Out of my way. Now it's time for battle.
You know, that's disappointing. If I moved over one more, I would have had enough to kill him. But since I didn't, we can't do this.
We can do this!
Stand back and
Why?
watch.
It's on 1 AP, sure. And then go a trigger off that, but sure.
Ready whenever. How's this?
Huh. That's...
Residents was calmly walking towards us, as though she'd owned the place. The moment I saw her, my heart started to race like it had never raced before. We still never got an answer for that one base, that one invader base just completely massacred. Was it assumed that was just a freshness going on a rampage? It was as if the human animal, the crypto globe inside my body, was responding to her as she approached. I mean, if that's not the case, and if she's not the one killing us, then that would mean that the only people she killed, she was with 2 commanders, so she'd have to absorb all the other followers. Then she started right in front of us, as well as we all stood on guard. God, I cannot speak tonight.
Don't think I'll grant you an easy death. Your power and the power of the Second Coming are mine.
The Second
I
Coming?
shall devour all. Wicked invaders! Repent your evil ways before your new god! Bow down!
Alright. So when do we use that trap to buff us? Like, when do we do that? I'm not saying often here to do that, guys. 8, huh?
I'm prepped and ready.
You're not in the position that can buff both of you, huh? No, really not.
All good.
Thanks.
I've got this.
Thanks, yeah.
Let me handle it.
Good to go.
And it's another one. That way I can just try to figure out a deal with you guys first before anything else.
Time for battle.
My turn. Here. Let's go. Take this. All right.
Now then, to business. I can hardly contain myself. All right, let's get started.
7?
Take
Oh,
this.
we both do that.
Time to move. I'll chop you to pieces. Broken so soon. Now then, to business. Out of my way. All right, let's get started. I'll chop you to pieces. Time for battle.
Won't reach you.
We can do this!
Stand back and watch. Die. How unsatisfying. Now then, to business. Stand back and watch. Out of my way. Broken so soon.
Yeah, you don't need more
Ready
movement.
whenever.
I'm just gonna...
Right here.
Just gonna put it in a whole little box. Just a whole little box. In a whole little war. That's all I'm gonna do here. As long as I'm getting closer, you can't get us. That's fine.
Here we go.
Time for battle. I'm all worked up now.
Let's do this.
Right. I think if I were to kill these things, he would be able to move again.
Ready when you
are.
are.
Like the answer is to not do that.
Not gonna cut it.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Now let's clear the small invaders.
Time for action.
We're gonna have to deal with this.
Here goes.
Say when. This should do
With
it.
the Jody potion.
Let's
like,
do
throw
this.
you up there. That 1 AP. That's the
Here we
one.
go. Time to use it. Good to go.
D counter. D counter. Yep, we do D counter.
Here we
That's
go.
something I do not remember. That's actually.
Gotta push it. Ready when you are.
Now then, to
Kill
business.
the rest of you guys.
How's this? My
I
turn.
wondered.
Now then, I'll
Didn't I
put this to good use. Time to move.
Punch the can. Also, might as well just go big.
Keep it up.
Stand back and watch. Die.
How about this?
Not bad.
Now, theoretically, nope, never mind. I'll be like, theoretically, I get them the loop it, keep hitting them, heal,
Time
and then
for battle.
as long as I keep them
Right
healed,
here.
then they're
All
fine.
right.
That's what I was
Let's get
thinking
started.
until she did that.
How's this?
Okay, let's
Now
get the
it's my
voltage up.
turn. Take this. Broken so
Maybe
soon.
You can't, you
Now
can
then.
be stunned.
I'll put this to good use. Ready whenever. Die.
Heal you.
How unsatisfying.
Let's do this. Say when.
Oh, he did
Good to
that,
go.
huh?
This should do it. Say when. There.
Stab you.
Oh, here we go.
Go down, stab
Yeah.
you.
Got it. Ready when you are.
Yeah, that can reach you, huh?
I've got this.
Counter strike?
Not
Counter
bad.
strike. Now, if it gets top to
My
me,
turn. Time to
during her-
use it.
During her turn,
Ready when you
I
are.
can at least hit back.
Let's go. Take that.
How about this?
Locked and
I'm
loaded.
just gonna do this now. Just get rid of you.
Stay back.
Ready when you are. I've got
And
this.
just in case the
This should do it. Let's go.
Is that Undying Spirit?
All right.
I'm gonna give
Let's
you
get-
counter
I
strike
can
as well.
hardly
Just in case she
contain
turns and
myself.
hits you as well, then at least you can also maybe get it off. Or she can just not do anything at all. That's also an option. It's also
Ready
an
whenever.
entirely possible option.
Out of my way. Now then, how's this? Broken. Time for battle. Out of my way.
Oh, I have an
I'm
idea
good to
now.
go. I've got your back.
I owe you one.
Let me get the
Let's get
Undying
started.
Spirit thing.
How's this?
So she can hit me, I get the
Not
low
bad.
health, and then once at low health, you get more power, and it's like unless you get that. Yeah, that died immediately. 20, huh? I don't know how much it's that hit for. That was
Time to
pretty.
move.
I highly doubt it's only 3 days.
Chop you to pieces. All right. Out of my way. Ready whenever.
My turn.
Time for battle. Take this.
You can
Now
definitely break
then.
it, so.
To business.
Well, we're gonna break it anyway.
Good to go.
You've got this.
I'm on it. Here.
Gonna do that now.
Time to move. I'm all worked up now.
You don't attack twice, right? No, she doesn't have an attack twice then. Okay. This is entirely possible. You don't counter when you're
All
charging that, do you?
Let's get past this.
No.
My turn. Right here. I can still fight. Don't I'll put this to good. Not yet. Dog.
You don't count
Ready when you
everything
are.
that breaks, right?
Say when. Time to use it.
Just in case.
Here we go.
Okay, no.
Whenever you're
But
ready.
yeah, here goes the heal then.
We can do this.
I'll hang in there. I'll help.
Thanks.
How about this?
Not bad. How's this?
Okay.
I can still fight. Right here.
Block.
Not yet. I'll chop you to pieces.
Oh, what?
You're all more bullheaded than I could have imagined. Know your place, wicked invaders.
What?
How pathetic. Coming back to life after getting killed again and again. But so be it. It would be a disappointment if you died too easily. I will send you to hell again and again until I've had my fill.
Well, you just got fooled by 3 people. Technically 2 people. Now de-transformed, Vessels looked entirely unbothered, seemingly enjoying toying with us.
Takumi!
Hiriko looked over to me. I knew when she was trying to tell me we had our ace up our sleeves and only one opportunity to use it. Ventress was fully convinced that invaders was going to win. This was our chance to turn it around.
Let me savor the sight of your faces as they become contorted in despair.
Think again.
What's that sound?
I activated the device, expelling a massive quantity of poison that rained down Ventress' body. Wait, I thought that was supposed to be something to pour out power it up.
What is this? I cannot move.
It's working.
You wicked invaders!
You lose, Veshness.
You dare kill!
Alright, cool. Why did we have to get the half health for that? Why didn't we just finish up the fight? We could have won that. Okay, well, what victory is this? That was a letdown. Is this really how it ends? It really was a letdown of a fight. Yeah, it doesn't seem real. We won our battle against Veshness. We were the victors in the final showdown of the invaders. I can't truly smile. We strayed so far from the ending I had imagined. We still have 1 day left. Anyway, keep your guard up until the end. We dragged our battle-won battles back to the school and parted ways. Between the deaths of our friends and knowing the killer was still hiding somewhere, I had so many emotions I hadn't fully processed. To hell of it, there's no salvation in my future. Our 99 day at Last Defense Academy came to a close, and finally... Day 100. What's gonna happen at the end? A new day had begun, the final day, day 100. I made it all this way. I didn't feel joy, anger, or sadness. I just accepted reality as it was. When I stepped outside, the stars were still shining and a pleasant breeze was blowing. It's hard to believe this place is going to launch a missile strike in a few hours. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Once the final attack starts, humanity will be the victors in this war, but who cares about that? What about the killer? We never figured out who it was. It was you, dude. Because if everyone knew there was both a killer and an imposter...
Then it would ruin the alibis of anyone who said they saw the killer.
Wait, does that mean... No, it can't be. There it is again. Suddenly a violent pain ripped through my head. So intense it felt like my brain was being split in half. Yeah. Who's there? An unfamiliar voice echoed in my head, threatening to consume my very consciousness. What is this? What the hell's going on? Who even is this? I saw in the credits already. There was no voice actor for this. So who is this even pretending to be? Shut up. Stop it. Oh. Takumi, what's wrong? Stay back. Run away. Yoink! Nozomi, run!
Kill! Kill! Kill!
No, stop! Why can't I stop? My body is rampaging out of control. I'm trying so hard to resist, but I can't do a thing. If I don't do something, then...
Somebody... help! Don't...
If you have any strength, let's jump up the roof. That's my first thought. I don't want to kill. I only remember fragments of what happened next. Suddenly I found myself wearing the killer's suit and holding the parasol. That voice from before was endlessly commanding me to kill, and I answered the call. I was on the hunt for Hyoka and Nozomi, and then... Oh! I was right that it was Takumi possessed as the killer the whole time. I didn't think it was gonna be this. What the fuck even is this? Stop! Stop it! My body turned the parasol on. The two girls desperate, every fiber of my being fighting against it.
No! Stay back!
The zombie was trembling with fear and shock, on the verge of tears. I tried so hard to put distance between us, my body did the exact opposite. Please, you have to run away from me. He'll get us both if we don't do something. We need to split up. Right.
Kill. Kill. I'll kill you.
What? Am I choosing who I'm gonna kill? Hello? Oh, what the fuck? My controls are inverted. Oh, because he said that he was trying to put distance away and his body's doing the opposite. That's cool. I mean, I like... I don't want to kill Hyoka. I don't want to kill Nozomi either. But if I had to choose one of the two, one would be Nozomi. If I'll be honest. Like, after this round, I'm more affectionate towards Hyoka than I am for Nozomi. So, I'm going with this one. This is so fucked up that like I'm literally have to like go in the opposite direction in order to choose who I'm killing here. So that would imply that like Takumi doesn't want to kill Nozomi, but he can't help but go this way because he doesn't want to kill her, and then it's making him go after her instead. This is gonna be fucked up. This is gonna be a fucked up ending. Holy shit!
You did this, Takumi. You lied to us and killed everybody. Why? I believed in you.
No, don't kill her. Get away from Nozomi. No matter how hard I resisted, my body didn't budge an inch. I lost all control over it.
No, don't do it!
Please, no, don't kill her. No! And he had absorbed that he ran animal the whole time, that's why they couldn't come back. Jeez. I vividly felt the sensation of the parasol cutting into the zombie's body. I killed her. I stood rooted in the spot in the daze, covered in the victim's blood. As suddenly a forceful impact connected the back of my head and I fell to the ground. I could see a wrench on the ground. In that haze, I realized it had been thrown at me. Who could have... No, I already knew. There was only one survivor left.
Hiruka. Where am I?
They should not have brought him back so many times. I woke up struggling to breathe, discovering my body had been restrained of a rope. So you're finally awake. Hiroko! And you seem to be yourself again, for now. Come to think of it, I can move my body on my own volition again. What was that back there? Do you know what's happening to me, Hiroko? The missiles will be fired soon. I'll explain everything before then. All of it. Who the killer is and everything they've done.
Does this mean the killer is...
It's you.
Yeah.
You're the one who destroyed Sirei. And you're the one who killed all 13 of our friends.
What are you talking about? That's not...
Oh.
I know you aren't aware, your consciousness is clean. But 13 people still died at your hands, even if you weren't aware of it. I did this? No, that can't be right. I first noticed something was strange with you on day 16. Day 16? That's the day you were attacked by the killer in the biolab, right? Yes, but the one who cornered me in the lab, it was you, Takumi. I thought so. The killer wasn't actually there. He just ran me like freaked out and jumped out the window. No way, I didn't do that. I believe it was around 11 p.m. I couldn't sleep, so I was walking around the school by myself. I saw you in the hallway on the second floor. Me, the night of day 16? You had a kitchen knife in your right hand. Something was off about your eyes and the way you were breathing, so I ran. But you chased me with a horrific look on your face. It was clear you were trying to kill me. I ran into the biolab, but you caught up with me right away. We got into a struggle. You kicked me and sent me flying. I hit the back of my head and collapsed. I was barely conscious, unable to move, and there was someone in front of me.
Hey!
The killer was about to attack you. I was trying to help. I'm afraid not. You're misremembering. You're the one who attacked me, Takumi. I'm certain of it. Then someone in a black suit came to save me. So there was someone in a black suit walking around? I mean, that's where you got the suit from, I guess. What are you talking about? They attacked you and you lost consciousness, but you came to almost right away. You threw yourself at the person in the suit, and the two of you broke through the window and hurled through the ground. So that person was trying to save her, so he actually did exist. And I did jump after him. But why do you have a power saw for? I assume you remember what happened after that. She's right, I remember. I was grappling with that person in front of the wall of fire. Just in the nick of time, I kicked their leg as hard as I could. I took the power saw and ran after them, but then I lost them. The events of that day marked the moment I began to suspect you. There weren't any casualties at the time, so I couldn't be sure. Why didn't you just tell everyone that he attacked you? What? Why'd you keep that a secret? But I had to consider the possibility you'd become a host to a Gi. Became a host to a Gi? What the fuck's a Gi? A host? Gi? What are you even talking about? What the fuck is that? I doubt you remember, but the Gi are a parasitic organism we discovered in another timeline? What the fuck? It's a terrifying organism that gradually eats away at the host's body and eventually takes it over completely. What? But I had no proof he'd been affected, so I kept quiet. When you have been infected by this? Eventually, though, we had our first casualty on day 25. That's when my suspicions grew stronger, so... While you were asleep, I ran a scan on your brain. When did you... You know what? Forget it. What did you find? There wasn't a Gi inside. I thought I must have been wrong. But on day 43, Moko was killed, and once again, I had a bad feeling. You being infected was the only explanation I could think of, so I checked the brain again. The second time, I still didn't find any gi. Not only that, but Nozomi said that she ran away from the killer with you. I decided to put aside my suspicions for the moment. So that's why you were suddenly avoiding me and would sometimes seem like you had something to say. But when Karawa died on day 64, I started to suspect you again. Did you check my brain again?
Oh.
Yes, very closely, and I learned something horrifying. Even though there was no actual gi in your brain, the gi's data was eroding it. Huh? My hypothesis is that you were infected with a gi in What? My hypothesis is that you were infected with a gi in another timeline, and what, it followed him back? After that, you died as its host, and then your consciousness went back in time into day 2? When that happened, the gi data in your brain went back to the past with you? The data went with me? So wait, this isn't talking to me from what, after the original timeline? Like, after the first 100 days? What the fuck? But I really should have did this much later, I guess. What? The data went with me? It appears our hypothesis is correct in the end. You killed Nozomi right in front of me, after all. Time travel can't send physical matter back in time. The gi itself no longer physically existed in your brain, but its cognitive data still remains. Stop it. Do you honestly expect me to believe any of this? Does that mean you killed Nozomi of your own free will and the other 12? A gi? What? What timeline has a gi in it? God, this game is so good, but God, I could spend so much time in this game. You didn't know what's happening. When the gi awakens, your own consciousness vanishes. So it's like some kind of split personality? It must have happened this way because you're only infected with gi data. If the entire organism was in you, your brain and body would have fallen under its control immediately. Once you knew I was infected, what did you do then? Naturally, I wanted to do something about it, but I didn't know how to cure you. I considered blowing your brains out and putting you into a biomac, but your head already got smashed on day 43. Oh, so she already learned I wouldn't do anything. Right, I remember the zombie telling me that happened. But the murder still didn't stop. I knew destroying your brain was futile. The survival system must have perfectly recreated the brain data stored in its database. But if that's true, wouldn't it pick brain data from like before it's infected when he originally came here? Or when he came back and overwrote the previous biological data? I went to the library to do some research and try to find another way to cure you. That's how I found out about a certain drug. A drug? It was possible that injecting you with it would remove the gi's data from your brain. So around day 67, I snuck into your room and administered the drug as you were sleeping. Oh my fucking god! That just occurred to me. That's what that other timeline is, isn't it? When I dodged the attacker from like whoever was in the suit, they were trying to kill me. I'm guessing that maybe that's someone else who knew about the gi, and I dodged them. They went into the fire and they died. The other person in the suit that drugged me is Hiroko, isn't it? She wore that suit and she used this drug to get rid of the gi. So that gi gets removed, and so when the next day, when I try to ask Hiroko about what happened, she's like, forget about it, nothing happened, just ignore it. Because she killed the gi at that timeline. Is that what that was about? Bro, what the fuck is this game? I snuck into your room and administered the drug as you were sleeping. Is that why I didn't wake up for 3 days? Yes, the side effect of the drug I injected you with caused you to feel ill. I thought I'd finally restored your brain to normal, In order to be sure, I examined your brain again the day after you woke up, day 71, but the geese data was still there.
Yeah.
What? I failed. The drug didn't work. Why? Why can't I get you out of Takumi? You latched onto him and killed our friends. How long do you plan to toy with us?
Go to hell already, you filthy insect!
Gah.
Holy shit.
Well done, Hiruko. You figured it out.
I mean, I knew he was possessed. Like, I figured that out like day 6 or something like that when he first felt like the weird feeling. I just thought it was Ato that's doing it. Now we got parasites. We got mind controlling parasitic parasites. I said the same thing twice when I do that. Now, oh my god. Are they like from this planet, or are they like an alien species or something? There's so much shit happening in this game's story.
Guy, you finally showed yourself.
Would you like to hear what this filthy insect was up to while in control of Takumi? Only if you don't mind me sawing off your head with this power saw. You're too foolish to kill this man.
Huh?
The first one was Eva, the prisoner. I killed her on day 25. Takumi took the power saw he stole from the visitor out of the metal shop. Who was the visitor then? The visitor? After breaking down the door in the cage, I sliced her to ribbons. When I was done, I threw the power saw into the wall of fire to hide it, but Takumi immediately found it and recovered it. I had no idea he was watching. What? When I was done, I threw the power saw into the wall of fire to hide it, but Takumi immediately found it and recovered it. I had no idea he was watching. And who is he exactly? The boy covered in flames. He was confused and scared whenever he saw me controlling Takumi. So that, yeah, because I can't speak. I'm flabbergasted. I talked about this. Talked about this. How he was like, he came to me at one point, and he's like, he looked at me like, okay, why? He was asking like, what's going on? He was asking me like, why did I do that? And it's like, what are you talking about? And he got mad, like he was like, accusing him, and just like, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. So like that's what he's like. He's seen me killing everyone. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? But enough about that. Did I say that? He was so confused and scared every time. Yeah, I said that. You and your little friends discovered the suit and helmet as well, correct? Doma found them in the boys' bathroom. They definitely belonged to the person who came to save me in the bio lab, didn't they? Yes, I believe the visitor was pursued by Takumi and forced to abandon them to move around faster. So who is the visitor then? So is there another person that was here that was wearing that? Fucking, it's one of those other two people. Oh, there's so many people. In the Vexnon timeline, I saw two people wearing that suit. So one of them came into the school and helped? What's going on in this story? My mind's all over the fucking place. Anyway, you put them in the locker in the metal shop and Takumi said the combination, right? Yeah, that's why. That's why he knew the combination, because he was the one possessing him. Only he knew the combination, or so you all thought, Takumi included. But you were looking too. That's why you knew how to open the locker. Precisely. The second person I killed was Mocha Majiro on day 43. When Mocha, Nozomi, and Takumi were looking around the school at night, Takumi and Nozomi split up to look for Mocha after she got separated from them, which was retarded. It was raining heavily when Takumi went outside, so he ended up completely soaked. I awakened around that time. I took over and made for the metal shop. I took the suit, helmet, and power saw from the locker, then sought after my prey. I found Moko in the classroom on the first floor and killed her. She resisted, but not even she was matched with the power saw. But I was caught in the act of Nozomi, who managed to evade me. I gave chase, figuring I could kill her while I was at it, and wound up in the leisure lounge. Just like I almost had her, I was tackled and fell into the pool. Zombie used the opening to get away, a little more, and I would have had her. I took out the suit and helmet and banded them along the power saw so I can get out. Of course, so that's why Yakumo found them in the pool. Oh. Yeah, and then he went back outside, I guess. And then from that point on, yeah, that was Yakumo in the suit that was chasing us. I returned to the school soaking wet, and that's where my memory ends. Taki must have assumed he was wet from the rain, so he didn't realize what had actually happened. That's fucking clever. From like a writer perspective, that's clever. To try and keep this intact. Indeed. After that, Takumi heard a scream, went running, and reunited with Nozomi. In a panic, Nozomi told him about Moko's murder, and two of them went in the classroom on the first floor to see the crime. Takumi had no idea her death was at his own hands. The rest is exactly as Yakumo told you. He recovered the power soil and suit at abandoned and chased you around. A hedonistic pervert, if I've ever seen one. After he took your gear, you changed weapons, didn't you? Starting with my third victim, Takamaru, I believe it was early on day 51. I awoke once again and obtained a replacement suit and a weapon from the metal shop. A raincoat and a dagger. Okay, so he wasn't using Eito's jacket. I took them, snuck into Takamaru's room, and turned him into a bloody mess. You should have seen the look on his face when he woke up to being sliced open with a dagger. Once I killed Takamaru, I washed my hands there and returned to Takamaru's room like normal. Then I hid the dagger and the raincoat behind the ceiling panel in the bathroom and went back to sleep. What about your fourth victim, Kurawa? She was murdered at dawn on day 64. Yes, the day Yakumo chased her and Takumi while dressed to kill her. Takumi was cornered in front of the defense room on the third floor, with Yakumo holding the power saw over his head. Just then, I woke up and Takumi lost consciousness. Satisfied after seeing the look of terror on Takumi's face, Yakumo left and turned and left. He was a real degenerate, that one.
Oh.
Just get on with it. You used Takumi's body to kill Kurawa, right? Precisely. I took out the hidden dagger and raincoat and hunted down Kurawa, who was hiding in the training room. She didn't even have enough time to cry or scream before I mercilessly sliced the ribbons. I finished the deed and returned the raincoat and dagger to the hiding spot, then back into the defense room door. I once again fell into a deep sleep. So that's why Takumi believed he'd been passed out there the whole time. My fifth was Shoma, who I killed on day 77. I simply killed him when I woke up. Nothing worth talking about. Damn. Damn fucking... Why Shoma? Why he gave no details? Like, oh, I woke up, found Shoma, killed him, okay, that's it. Everyone got all these details, and then he got to Shoma, fuck this kid, dead, move on. What the fuck? Let me ask you one thing. Did you set the fire in the gym in day 80? My time designing device worked out nicely, didn't it?
No.
I knew you were behind it. When was it? Day 70? Oh, that's fucking right. I didn't even put that together. Ima and Kaku, I think Durumi too, they said that he worked on something. So, like, what do you mean? He took control of him, made the device, and then hid it. What was it, day 78? And talking about Ima, Kaku, and Durumi to the metal shop? Around 2 p.m. I woke up and simply pretended to be Takumi. All of you were sleeping together in the gym, and I'd been just waiting for my chance. I came up with a plan to secretly build a time-consuming device to plant there. Of course, I came up with a cover story so the other three wouldn't suspect me and worked on it by myself. But I struggled with the work. I couldn't finish the device that day. I had no choice but to continue into the next day, still pretending to be Takumi. I finally finished the device at 2 in the afternoon, 24 hours after I started. So you're saying Takumi's consciousness didn't return for over 24 hours? Yeah, because I'm saying he just walked upstairs and we talked to you and all this stuff. And I was like, no, you didn't. I thought for a second it was like a clone or something. Or like, yeah, you got possessed and then fucking went through all this stuff. Yes, we didn't trade places at all during that time. I worked in a group with the twins in Darumi the next day, day 79 as well. I hid the computer time-sending device with me, pretended to go to the bathroom and head for the gym. I found the device in the vaulting box. Then I went to find the rest of you. You were all in a panic over seeing the killer. Obviously, the person in the suit wasn't me this that time. Wait, what? We then went to find the rest of you. So he's saying he was still Takumi during that time? It was still the Gi? Wasn't I using Takumi when I was being chased around by the killer? Or did I miss that part? Then it was this visitor you alluded to before. What? Obviously the person in the suit wasn't me this time. Then it was this visitor you alluded to before. But that's supposed to be the Gi saying that, or Yuriko saying that? This will be matter. I achieved what I set out to do and ran ahead of my original plan. I returned to the mail shop at 2:30 p.m. Nobody's there because of all the commotion over the killer. About an hour later, Takumi was awake again. Yeah, then Ima, Kaku, and the roommate came back saying that they caught the killer, right? Takumi? What are you doing here? Takumi underwent mitosis? Stop talking about like some kind of amoeba. I've been here the whole time. I doubt it. We just saw you going up the stairs. While you were gone, there was a huge commotion. Yeah, because the killer showed up again. We tried to catch them, but they got away. Everyone's still searching as we speak. So that was the visitor walking around? That wasn't Yagami acting up? I wasn't crazy. I fucking knew it. I wasn't crazy then. He possessed Takumi in 78, and it was like day 80 by the time I came back up. I was like, there's no fucking way they didn't show any day pass. Like, when it didn't go black, showed the day or anything, it just skipped from 78 to 80. I noticed that shit. I was like, what the fuck is happening? We literally just talked to you. You don't remember? You told us we were in danger because the killer was around again, but then you went off on your own. And I was like, why are you doing that? You just said we didn't have stick together. It's only natural that Takumi was confused. I was confused too. You never have imagined he spent the last 25 hours and 30 minutes unconscious. As planned, I activated the same device I planned on day 80. You all scattered and ran, and Takumi ended up with Darumi. Yaku pretended to be the killer again and chased them, then they got separated. Takumi acted as a decoy and managed to get away from Yakumu, but unfortunately for him, I woke up again. And so your sixth victim was Darumi. I got the Rancon dagger from the room and hunted down Darumi in the Legion Lounge because we went up to the roof and he hid in the room. Jesus Christ, there's lighting here. This has to be written by Kodaka. Like, what the fuck? This is so him. I tore her apart and then threw what was left of her in the pool. That gore, she seemed to enjoy it. She was a real strange one. Enough commentary. What about numbers 7 and 8, Ima and Kako? Oh, that's simple. Takumi was working with them on day 83. Once they left the metal shop, my consciousness awoke. As usual, I got the Rancon dagger out of my room and tapped in the biolab. Wait, come to think of it, the two of them seemed to be suspicious of Takumi as well. They were trying to catch him, but it was a little too late. Jesus. Once I was done, I hit the Rancon dagger in my room again and went back to the metal shop like nothing had happened. Takumi's conscience came back straight away. Naturally, he wasn't any of the wiser about what had happened. As you're aware, the ninth person killed is Gaku. Day 89, as Yakumu got caught, you agreed that Gaku would take the suit and parasol to hide them somewhere. When I woke up on night of day 90, it seemed like the perfect opportunity to get them back and kill Gaku while I was at it. I got the Rancon dagger as always and visited his room. I granted him the dagger and demanded he show me where the suit and parasol were hiding. He led me to the library. They were hidden behind the bookshelf. Finally, I had my equipment back just when I was about to take them. Gaku suddenly tried to resist. I dropped my dagger on the floor during the struggle, but when it was over, I had the parasol. I relentlessly sliced him up with it, making sure to hit every last battle spot. Yeah, as I was saying, his face looks pissed. Like he knew he was talking to me, and he was trying to do something about it. Once I was sure he was dead, I immediately went back to Takumi's room. I hid everything in the bathroom ceiling and went to sleep. After that, I was able to use the power saw for kills again. I'm aware, you used on the 10th victim, Yagumu. Your reasoning skills are impressive, Shirako. You're the most brilliant imbecile of them all. The night of day 92, I woke up, I put on the suit, grabbed the power saw and ran after Yagumu. The power saw made short work of the door to the room he was being held in. I listened to his bones snap as they were torn apart by the stinging blades. I checked that he is fully dead and returned to my room, careful not to be seen. Once again, I hid everything in the bathroom and went to sleep. Then came number 11, Kiyoshika, who I killed in day 94 after a bit of extra legwork. You put self-acting sleep medicine in the water cooler the day before. You figured that out? If you were my host, I could kill so many more people. After the defensive battle in day 93, I took over and slipped the meds into the water supply. I maintained control right through until nightfall. Then I broke down Kiyoshika's door and killed her as she slept. So he was the one in control right after the battle, and then let Takumi go to sleep and took over again. Of course, the rest of you slept soundly until morning thanks to the drugs. Number 12, Tsubasa, hardly bears mentioning. On day 97, I woke up in Takumi's room and grabbed the power saw as usual. I set my sights on Tsubasa as she worked on lowering the metal drop and ended her life. Despite the circumstances, she just kept on tinkering with her little project. She was practically begging for it, and I was happy to oblige. You don't need me to explain the 13th victim of Nozomi, so are there any other questions? Why did you kill everyone on different days? I'd have thought you were more than capable of taking us all out at once. Don't tell me.
I couldn't predict when I'd wake up. It came in episodes.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I thought like he was like conscious when he read the diary about the serial killer, and he's like, oh, that's a good idea. I'll fucking do that instead.
So I was forced to adapt to whatever the circumstances were whenever I woke up. Which meant having to kill you one by one. Besides, if Takumi were to wake up while I was doing my work, I'd be in trouble. I was just doing what it seemed like I'd be able to do while I still had control.
So it wasn't intentional.
Well, there was plenty of enjoyment to be had as a murderer. Such as figuring out who to kill, when to do it, and how. Plus, there was Takumi's utter despair watching you get picked off, one by one, without ever realizing the truth. Not to mention, the way you suffered for Takumi, as you started to notice me. I wish I could enjoy it all over again. It would have been a waste to massacre all of you at once, clearly.
I have one last thing to ask. It's about day 16 of Battle Lab, but you almost killed me.
Oh.
The mysterious person in the suit who suddenly showed up. The one who kicked you away and saved me. Who was that exactly? You mean the visitor? Surely that finely tuned intuition of yours has already worked it out. No, it hasn't. I haven't. This is like the third timeline I've been on. I did the original timeline, not counting that one. I've been on the Vietnam timeline. I saw the people in the suit. I don't know who they are. I've been the other timeline. I fucked up the dodging. Haven't finished that one. I might now. Maybe. I might go back and do another part of this route. Like another like different choice as well, but that timeline definitely gonna be coming up now. And then this timeline, like I haven't figured out who that is. There's so many people. Don't tell me, motherfucker! I knew it. They're gonna hold it off because I should know by now, and I don't fucking know. I'm so pissed.
God.
Oh, fuck, who is in the suit now?
Takumi, are you back?
Because like, it can't be the boy Undying Flames. He can't touch a physical object. And in the other time I dodged, he burned up in the fire. So it can't be him. Who else is here?
Hideko, why didn't you tell me?
I mean, if everyone knew, they would have killed you.
Yeah, that would have been better.
That's why I couldn't say anything. I couldn't let that happen.
But you didn't even tell me.
The result would have been the same. The guilt would have driven you to take your own life.
Facts. I would have did that.
I know what kind of person you are.
If I was in that situation, yeah, Hunter would have did that.
The final attack is starting soon. When the missiles launch, all life on the surface will end.
Hiroko, you're not gonna tell me that you just gotta sit here and talk to me and burn up in an attack, are you? That's not what's happening, right?
Including us. If we don't get into the escape pod.
Hideko, I have one final request. Get on the escape pod without me.
Takumi.
My brain's been eroded by Gi data, right? If nobody knows how to remove it, there's no point in me surviving. So, please.
And then he'll just go on killing everyone on the satellite.
I know. If that's what you want.
She's not gonna go.
But don't worry. I'm not going to leave you. I'll stay by your side until the end.
Jesus Christ, the Lumi and Hiroko are both bad scorers. God damn it, all good.
Don't tell me you mean to. Are you crazy? Just get in the pod without me.
I can't. It's too late. The final attack starts in 2 seconds.
2 seconds? Yoko, please don't cry anymore. If you get to me again, I promise, next time. Well, there goes that. I was gonna go back to other timeline stuff, including kill Hiroko and see what happens when Zombie lives, but I guess I'm just not gonna do that ending anymore. Holy shit, oh shit! Oh shit! Oh yeah, because Angel ruined the first time. They actually see a cut. I didn't think there would be a cutscene for that. Bro, what is this game? Every single round is so good at the end. The ending for every round is so good. I thought it was a lie. I thought it was a fucking. Is that Camus? No, that's a fucking. Camus. No, that's not Commander. Who the fuck is Camus? Is that the guy in the suit? Who is that? Oh god. I thought it was a lie, man. That's how he is. Camus is also showing up as the Eva. We'll figure that out, who that is at a different timeline, I guess. But like, I keep getting I'm like blowing up over that. I heard from the YouTuber that like they were planning when they were writing this game every round. The ending for every round is supposed to be written like it was like a true ending for the round. And I'm like, there's no way that's possible. There's no fucking way you can do that for like 100 different endings. But now I'm like, I think it's true. This is so good. God, I hope this game sells well. I hope they keep making these games. Oh my god. Fuck. Slasher Route 72. Goodbye Kiss. Oh. Slasher Route. Oh, the game is so good. God damn it. What do you mean? Wait, what? Oh, after decision. So when you get to choose who you're gonna go after. So if I can go after whom. So this is if I go after Hiroko, this is why I'm going after Nozomi. I kind of want to see the zombie route. But I'm still in the feels about this shit. What the fuck's a Gi? So at a different time he got possessed by a Gi? And then the fucking going with the zombie leads to a different route? The fuck's a Gi? Like, yeah, you said a parasitic organism. What timeline would have had that? The jumping out the window. Why haven't we dodged the attack instead of jumping out the window? So this was Yagami in the suit then. We jumped out the window, Yagami in the suit saw us jump out. What would happen if we dodged the attack? Yeah, I'm probably gonna come back here at a different time and just like do every like I still enjoyed this route so much better than what the fuck is happening over here. Where we dodged the attack the first time. But I'm probably at a different point in time gonna come back and just go backwards and do all these other decisions and see where these route splits go to before I go to the different route. A friend of mine who's also playing this game, that's what he's doing. And I think I'm about to, after this route, I think I'm about to do that. After I do this route, and maybe I'm probably gonna go back and see where this route over here when I dodged the attack the first time, see where that goes. And then probably do that for the Western route, because there are some decisions over here that I just didn't. Wait, I'm going to go back this way. This has like some routes over here, like where I didn't shoot someone, like the way it is inside somebody. Yeah, when I release it the way it is, see what happens when you do that. Oh, that's not actually not much routes in that one. Not much splits in that one. I'll keep going. I'll keep going. And make and be sad. That means I gotta kill Hiroko. But I want to see what happens. I really want to see what happens. I mean, at least Hiroko will go back in time in a different timeline. So at least there's that, right? Because she's not gonna know what a Gi is.
Uh-huh.
No, don't kill her. Get away from Hiroko. No matter how hard I resisted, my body didn't budge an inch. I lost all control for it. You're not talking to me, are you? When did you get into his body? Stop! Get away from her! No! As dead blanket of devastation in front of me, Hiroko's blood felt warm running down my body. I killed her? Suddenly, a forceful impact connected the back of my head, and I fell to the ground. I could see a fire extinguisher in front of me. In a high haze, I realized that it had been thrown at me.
Takumi!
Oh, whoa. I managed to look up and saw Nozomi looking down at me holding the power saw.
How could you? How could you? I believed you, Takumi!
Oh, she's just gonna kill him right here! No, that's not it, Nozomi. It was against my will. Try as I did to scream, no words came out. All I could do was look up at her.
You killed everybody! You tricked us this whole time!
No, you have to listen to me, Nozomi!
Everybody's dead! Because of you! Because of you!
Well, that was a short-lived ending. Holy shit! She has the right mindset. Killed him immediately. Jesus Christ! Yeah, because she had no context for what a Gi or anything was, so there wasn't any story to go with after that. So yeah, it makes sense.
I didn't do it.
I felt blood streaming out of the wounds opened by the power saw. Where did I go wrong? Somebody tell me. Hiroko. #71 slasher about revenge. Well, also thank you game for giving me a quick one. Okay. Guess both could work as a true ending. This game is so good. This game is so good. Anyway, I gotta stop now. Well, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time with a new route, or I guess rather a split of this route, and we can see from there. See you next time. Thank you all for watching. Bye bye.